Sound seems to be working okay. Let me know if it's not. I was just over at Plunge87's stream watching him beat Trespasser, which is a fascinating Jurassic Park game with some great voice acting and some bizarre physics. Interesting cleavage shots, though. Gotta give it that. All right, let me get an ad running since I like to run my ads when no one's actually here. And we'll go from there. All right. All right. All right. I don't have much I got to do right now, so you get the subscriber exclusive and or YouTube exclusive banter right now. I'm still playing that Final Fantasy cell phone game. I don't know anything about Dissidia, so I think it's quite fun on its own without really knowing what to expect. I definitely like the character interaction. I've started over a few times though because of mismanagement of resources, but I think I finally got like the grasp of it. I think Zidane, however you say his name, Zidane from Final Fantasy IX is a delight. I mean, there's quite a few horn dogs in the game. There's Edgar, there's Edge, there's they're not the only ones, but they're the ones that immediately come to mind. But Zidane just takes it a whole other level, to the point where it's like, like he can tell that Shantoto is spying on them because he can sense a cutie watching him and hopes she's single. He can tell Ferris's gender immediately. And leaving everyone bewildered as to why he's flirting with a guy. Um, it's just vastly entertaining. I think he really shines in the early part of the story mode. So does Saz from Final Fantasy 13, a character who I mean I liked him in the game itself. I didn't play all of 13. I got distracted, but I played a couple chapters in, and I really liked Saz. But he definitely shines as like the mentor figure of the group early on. Hello, hello. Hi, Plunge. Hi, Effector of Change. How are you? I'm just waiting for my ads to finish. I'm sorry if you're seeing them. Um, I was talking about a cell phone game I've been playing, which is a Final Fantasy game. But hello, Plunge Raiders. Uh, you see no ads? Well, that works then. I don't know how this thing works at all. Perhaps there's never any ads, and it just tells me that there's an ad break for no reason. And that could be. That could be. I am continuing with my Neverwinter Nights horror module showcase, though technically the module I'm playing today is not from the horror module list. Yeah, that's true, that's true. And I tried to turn them off, like the autoplay, and I'm not sure if I didn't just like turn off ads entirely. Except maybe the pre-roll. I'm sure the pre-roll is on there. But there we go. So, yep, the module I'm playing today is not actually from the horror module list. I'm not 100% certain it is a horror module, but I've played two others by the same creator, and it seemed like a good progression to go into this. This will be the seventh module I've taken my poor hapless elf through. Sebastian Ilestra has encountered his own dead body, learned he'd been murdered by bandits, resolved a ghost issue, got resurrected, got enslaved by the evil doctor of a large unethical mental hospital for about 10 years. Dealt with that. After that, got summoned by a paladin to a town, only to find that the paladin is institutionalized for murdering people. Uncovered a whole demonic apocalypse possibility there. Um, then, while traveling, ended up, I am trying to recap my character's adventures while we're starting. After that, ended up in a parallel universe or parallel world where he hadn't succeeded against the demon lady and got chased back to his own world by an unstoppable killing machine called the Destroyer. Dealt with that. Then ended up finding this strange inn at night that turned out to be run by yet another evil doctor with his own psychiatric setup, though this one had a lot of interesting surreal mindscapes and puzzles. I don't know what it is about this character who keeps finding the evil doctors. Perhaps that says something right there. And then ended up in a town full of people who were asleep magically, and may have accidentally sold his soul to Yama, the Indian god of death. That's to get out of a dreamscape. So that's not been dealt with yet. So that might be interesting sometime in the future. So now I am playing Some Distant Shore, and I'm going to read this summary. After many years of adventuring, and about 6 modules, you have grown considerably in skill, wealth, and power, so much so that you can find no opponent strong enough to oppose you, no quest worthy of your attention. That sounds like Sebastian. Growing weary of wandering and beginning to feel your age upon you, you've tried to settle down. But idleness dulls both blade and mind, so you learn, as all who are successful are astonished to learn, that peace, not war, is the destroyer of men. Tranquility, rather than danger, is the mother of cowardice, and not need but plenty brings apprehension and unease. Feeling like a hound without hair, a restlessness begins to build in you. The old wanderlust gradually takes hold of your thoughts. With the whole world to roam, the vastness calls. Till one cold, gray winter morn, the road sweeps up your feet, and you find yourself following some dark, stray trail north. Ever north. All right. This is technically for good aligned characters. My character is neutral, but I have played other modules by this creator before, and I haven't had too much issue playing a neutral character in a good aligned setting. I feel like neutrality is always tough to define anyway. It's kind of very individual to the person. I think it's kind of like how asexuality is on a spectrum, because it's really hard to define something that, for all intents and purposes, is not there. And I kind of think of neutral as being the absence of extreme good or evil. So exactly how to define that gets interesting. Sebastian's definition of neutrality, I think, is more of a generally not a terrible fellow. Usually fairly altruistic if given a chance, and not actively malicious, but he's more self-absorbed than anything else. So I think that kind of fits. And I haven't had much issue. Now you'll notice that Sebastian here is level 21. I actually finished up Narcopolis at level 15 or 16. 16. But I jumped myself up a little bit to play this particular module. So let's get started. It's snowy and windy. At least I'm not wearing underwear anymore. I mean, I'd imagine he's wearing underwear under that, but that came out wrong. Okay. Actually, now that I think about it, I've got a few defensive spells that I may want to put on my thing just in case. Oh yeah, here's the full portrait picture for you. I'm glad you like it, because initially it kept crashing my game when I first started doing this, the first game I played, Elysia Eternum, and it took me forever to troubleshoot why that was. But yep, this is my character, Sebastian Elelester. I forgot to update his character description, but that's okay. Actually, if you want to get a good look at him, since I just started anyway, I can reload. Let's try this again. There we go. Some dishes sure. Not going to read that again. But see if at the pre-made character stage, you can see the full image. And I really like this one. I got it from the Neverwinter Vault. Actually, I may have gotten it some years ago, actually, so I'm not sure it's still up at the current vault. I got it in a big packet. One of my favorite things to do to get, there we go. There, that's the full image, so you can see lounging about, open shirt, wine on the table. Yep, this is Sebastian. It's really stupid outfit, but there you go.
Get on them! Attack, I say!
Alright, so my character's updated description. That's not entirely accurate. Let's see. Alright, there we go. Spoiled but not malicious, at least not yet. You've left your luxurious estate in search of some excitement. You might end up regretting this decision. Hold on a sec. What's wrong? What are you meowing about? Are you just mad that we moved the dressers? Did you find something to kill? Hold on a sec. Oh, you just found something to kill. That's okay. You're a good girl. Alright, sorry. When the cat meows like that, it's like, smells like toxic. You love him? Yep, he's a little toxic. Not malicious, though, as mentioned here. Not malicious. So, yep, update. You definitely regretted this decision. But a death, resurrection, and 10 years of enslavement later, you're kind of committed. At least you're a bit less of an asshole now. Update. Demons are fucking terrible. Update. Basically sold your soul to Yama, the god of death. This might be a problem later. Alright, so where's my...
Now you taste my power!
That is a terrible voice, but we're going with it. I'm committed. Okay, here we go. Back into the snow. At least he's not wearing underwear anymore. That was fun. For the first couple of adventures, I ended up wearing this as an outfit. I think you saw that before. But now that's just a souvenir. I keep it because it's +2. and that's hard to find a robe that's +2. So, sometimes you just gotta strip down. Oh, descriptions. The Chris Huntoon games have excellent descriptions, and the language, as you can tell from the summary, is great. The land is desolate in its lonely sweep and grandeur. The silence is nearly complete, except for the soft splash and murmur of the waves. It's all snowy. I think the ocean's probably here. Oh, maybe if I sleep, I can get to daylight and see it better. That's okay, though. Alright. Oh, I don't like the way the shadows of the trees work. You see a splash of blood on the virgin snow. Okay, well, that's not good. Where do I see it? I'm thinking I might need a light. Wrong one. Light. Ah, well, yeah, that looks like blood. Can I interact with it? I cannot. Is there more blood in the distance? Maybe. It seems like a fair amount of blood. I mean, not like bleeding to death blood, but still, someone had an unfortunate incident blood. Alright. Oh, right. One thing I was going to do before I forgot. Ah, shoot. What was this? Oh, the Mask of Winter. I thought I put that away. I thought I sold that at Zorko's. Maybe I did not. Oh, no, I didn't, because it does cool things. It just, unfortunately, this is one side effect from playing multiple modules, is that if you get an item from one module, there's no guarantee that the graphic or whatever it uses, or like the whatever it does, there's no guarantee that it'll be effective in another module. So this one actually, the programming part is pretty simple. So the fact that it can act as a cone of cold spell or an ice dagger spell, that's fine. That still works because obviously those spells are accessible in every module, but sadly the graphic for the Mask of Winter is not available here. Otherwise it's okay though. Yeah. Alright. Yes, I was setting up some defensive spells because, as I recall, Huntoon modules do have some pretty hard fights sometimes. So let's see. Greater Spell Mantle. Now, being a sorcerer is fun because I just have a certain amount of casts per level, but I gotta be careful because I don't wanna lose my cool offensive spells, casting too many other things. But defensive spells usually work okay. Premonition's a really good defensive spell I learned the last time I played a wizard. Let's put True Seeing here. And I'm really more of an offensive-based caster, I think, than I am a defensive caster, unfortunately. I'm lucky I remember to use buffs at all, to be honest with you. Where's my Stone Skin? Stone Skin's usually pretty good. I thought about getting Greater Stone Skin, but I didn't. Alright, let's see. No more dawdling. Let's get on with the plot. And let's save. So blood. As mentioned, blood. And that looks hostile up there. So more smudges of blood blemish the pure snow. Oh. There are members of a Neverwinter militia. Huh. This might be the first one that's explicitly in the Forgotten Realms that I've played. Not that it really matters. The others weren't necessarily ruled out from being the Forgotten Realms. Just maybe a little bit of a history and clergy that aren't common outside of that area, maybe. Okay, magic missile's not doing a whole lot. Let's go with more magic missiles. There we go. When in doubt, Isaac. Alright. Did the wolves kill all these people? It seems a bit much to be killed. I mean, wolves are pretty strong, but... Oh, no. I'm resistant to cold. Something I'm wearing is. I'll take it. Let's go with the magic missile again. One more. I do like being a high-level wizard. The fights in these mod games used to be really hard. Now they can still be pretty hard because I don't plan shit out very well, but... Oh, hell, there's more of these. Oh, something just happened. That was a sound effect. I'm not sure what just happened. Okay, well, hold on. Let's finish killing these fuckers. Okay. Well, I could walk past, but I don't think that's what the game wants me to do. On account of there's no area transition there. So... Ah, heavens. You know what? Fuck this shit. When in doubt, fucking fireball. I think there's another one up there that this should hit both of. Ah! Ah, another one? Shit. That's annoying. Alright, I can get both from here. Now, one thing I love is that the most recent Enhanced Edition patch provided these beautiful targeting circles. Because before that, you had to guess if the spell would cover the area in question. It's a small quality of life thing. I don't think it's game breaking to have it or not have it, but it's nice to have it. So we got Marauders, Sentinels, Militiamen, and a corpse or two. I can't loot the Marauders or Sentinels, but I can loot the corpse. It looks like the wolves did not kill this man. They most likely came after he was already dead, as scavengers. He seems to have somehow died without a mark on him. Okay, that's interesting. Yep, another one that died without a mark on him. Well, I've seen that before in other modules. That's usually not a good sign. It is funny, the kind of things when you play it. Of these 6 modules I've taken this character through so far, 2 of I basically have been playing them amusingly 2 for 2. So there were 2 by Stefan Gagny, however you say his name. I do apologize for massacring that. 2 by Chris Huntoon, who is also the one who did this one, and 2 by the George. But it's funny the recurring themes that come up. There's some footprints in the snow. There's some like mental hospitals, like seeing my own dead body, demons, and people dying of reasons that can't be explained have all popped up multiple times in these modules. They're not intended to be the same story, but it's funny that it kind of works that way. And I might be needing to rest soon. That's not good. Alright. Yep. Died without a mark on him. So Sebastian's experienced a piece of paper has been stuck to this dead tree with a dagger. Let's read it. Oh, well, I can't read that. Can I get the paper? Dagger? I like that. I can take the dagger. Oh, the wanted poster. This poster bears a drawing of the face of a cruel but shabby-looking man with an eye patch. At the bottom is written, Wanted, Highwayman Alex Torqueda, for desertion and assault and robbery. Shit. With blood, the reward of 25 GP has been crossed out and 1 million GP has been written instead. Oh boy, this guy's apparently done something. What, I don't know, but this guy's apparently done something. Now, I'm not much of a tracker, so I'm not getting any messages from these. That looks like my next way to go, which is the county cemetery. Well, that's fun. Do I want to waste a healing item? I might waste a cure light wounds. Gosh, I finally got strong enough where cure light wounds doesn't do much anymore. In a way, that makes me feel old. Goodness. Well, I am an epic sorcerer technically, though I didn't earn my way up through playing a game. I used the leveler for that, but still, it counts. He had off-camera adventures. Maybe some off-camera adventures that didn't involve death, and trauma. I'm guessing they involved death and trauma. He just kind of seems to be a magnet for that. I'd imagine he tried to go home to his family estates, and they all turned out to be replaced by imposters, having all been murdered or something. Okay, did my light spell go out? I think it did, but cantrips are pretty cheap, so. Oh, no, it's just dimly lit even with the cantrip. You can feel a dark and awesome power up ahead. It electrifies and taints the very air. Oh my. Okay, I don't know what to make of this. Alright. Your skin crawls like swimming in a sea of maggots. That's evocative. And to think, I was worried this wouldn't be much of a horror game. Ew. Marker inscription? And there's someone up there to talk to. What does this say? Oh, Okay, let's go see what the marker says up closer. Okay. Marker inscription. Nor crown nor coin can halt time's flight, or stay the armies of the night. King and peasant, lad and lass, all answer to the hourglass. Oh. Yep, same one. Oh, and there's Alex Torqueda. I saw his wanted poster. Perhaps we should talk to him. I wonder what on earth made a wanted poster go from 25 to a million. Though maybe that was a gesture of defiance himself. He saw the 25 and figured he should be worth more. I read a book like that. A book series, the something or other of Eli Mompress, the Legend of Eli Mompress, and it's quite funny. It's a fantasy thing about a thief who is trying to get the biggest bounty on his head historically possible, for reasons that actually do make sense in context. I'm going to wander around Torqueda, Torquemada. I might have been watching History of the World Part 1 recently. Hey, Torquemada, what do you say? I just got back from the Audit of Fe. The Audit of Fe? What's the Audit of Fe? It's what you oughtn't to do, but you do anyway. Alright. Do you convert? No, 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 no. Do you confess? No, no, no. Do you revert? No, 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 no. Will you say yes? No, 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 no. Alright, anyway. Musical numbers.
Yes.
Whoever you are, you have the misfortune of witnessing the dawning of a new age. Oh dear. He's challenge rating impossible. He's got an eye patch. And a nice looking mace. Who by? You? By the look of you, you're nothing more than a derelict and a cheap thug. Yeah, that sounds like something Sebastian would say. Sebastian's kind of a dick. That's true. Life for me was one bitter disappointment after another, and I never seemed to make much of myself. I was a slave to fate, chance, lords, and desperate men. But I always knew I was meant for something greater. And now I have in my hand the key to greatness. He holds up his weapon for you to see. At first, you thought it was another ornate mace. Now you see it as a skull set on a rod of obsidian, and it burns with a hellish glow. The wand of Orcus. I can take him. I see you recognize it. This is the club of the demon prince Orcus, lord of the undead. It is one of the most powerful artifacts in existence. Its slightest touch can kill. Gives one dominion over the undead. They say Orcus sometimes lets it pass into the mortal world in order to wreak havoc and chaos and death. So now it is mine, and when I have finished my fiendish deeds, Orcus himself will praise me. Oh dear. Let's go with this one. Power wears out those who don't have it. I'm Sebastian Illestra, and I know something about power. They're both pretty badass boasts. Haha, the famous Sebastian Illestra. It was no whim of chance, but fate that brought you to this time and place. Destiny drew us together like steel to a magnet. My reputation will be made with your death. You see, I don't think you appreciate why I came to the cemetery in the first place. Well, I don't know, you got a wand that controls the undead. Why the fuck would you have come to a cemetery? Really, dude? Fucking drama kings. You're all alone, standing in the middle of a graveyard, and I'm holding the scepter of the Lord of Undead. You don't stand a chance. Alright, well I didn't do any defensive spells, so that's my own stupidity. If I don't live through this, I'll amend that. But in the meantime, okay. Alright, well, as mentioned, what happens if I respawn? Nothing interesting. Usually doesn't, but every once in a while someone does something cool. Alright. So, that's a reminder to myself to prep my spells. Defensive spells. I made them all for a reason, but I also am cheap and don't like to spend Sorcerer's Stone Skin, True Seeing. Premonition is a good one. Okay, I don't think I need a a spell casting thing. But, alright.
Yes.
Alright, anyway. 2, 1. Let's back up a little.
To dust.
Oh, shit. Okay, I gotta not get hit, I guess. Well, okay. This might take me a while. I don't have I don't apparently have death saves. Oh, hello. Hello, new follower. Nice to meet you. Alright. Shit. Well, I need to not get hit by something that has death saves. And I don't have anything like Death Ward, do I? This could be the world's shortest game. Or the world's longest, because I am pretty stubborn. I was hoping to cast Time Stop, but I gotta, like, actually get somewhere to do it, I think. This might help, though. Hello. We'll try this again.
Yes.
Alright.
To dust.
Damn it!
Return.
I might have to go shopping and get myself some Death Word. It's probably expected that a level 21 person will be a little bit better equipped than I am, to be fair. Ugh, I don't like that. Well, we're gonna try this a couple more times. Because fuck if I'm not, stubborn. I wonder if Ghostly Visage will make a difference. Alright. Okay, and I'm transparent. I might have to. Because, this is, pretty bad. I can't get a blow off before he kills me. Now, if I move back a little, let's be cheap. There we go. Okay. Let's fucking, do this shit. I think I'm far enough away. Nice. Fuck you. Alright, well, first. Now we're gonna fucking queue up some missiles. Let's queue up some more missiles. Missiles are cheap. Cursed Rogue. Ah, Torquemada's dead. Can't torque him out of anything. Or Torqueda, sorry. Oh, thank goodness. Alright. No death saves. I may regret not getting death save stuff anyway, but why the hell not? But I lived, so I'm not gonna restart. I'm gonna go with this. You know what? Let's fucking sunburst this shit. Oh shit, that hits pretty hard. Oh, he's got Spell Mantle. Fuck that guy. Let's use my outfit to cast a really low level fire spell. Yeah, that's not gonna do much good. Okay. Now the likelihood of me getting that timing right again is pretty low, so I should probably try to live. Alright, let's try to overwhelm the Spell Mantle. Okay. Alright, the Zombie Lord's still going. Alright, well, anyway, I think I got I got a lesser spell breach and a greater spell breach. Let's go with that. There we go. Now let's see how well this works. God, I like being a high-level mage. I'm shit at lower levels, but higher levels sometimes I can figure out what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. Alright. Is that Torqueda's... I want that mace. Maybe not. I was hoping I'd get his mace. Oh. I like backstories. Jeroboam Cantor, a high-ranking Harper, commissioned the creation of these amulets to help protect the minds and secrets of Harper spies. Unfortunately, Jeroboam was one of the first Harper spies caught wearing one. When the amulet was removed, the bard's weak-willed mind revealed everything he knew. Ah, poor guy. Alright. Torqueda's armor. But the mace is not here. The armor looks kind of like crap, but maybe I can get a bounty for him. Tower shield. Cumbersome. Ouch. Uh-oh.
I'm not a pack mule. Remove this burden.
No, we're gonna keep it for now. You're just gonna have to suffer. Did I ever give myself bull strength? I did. Okay. And thankfully, I don't actually use much in the second level category anymore, so we're usually pretty good with that. Okay, so where did the mace go? Do I not get his mace? I mean, this is not a mace. That's a PC properties. Oh, the wand. Have come across several men lying dead in a field, most seemingly to have died without a mark on them. I soon found the cause of their deaths. A small-time local highwayman has gotten a hold of the Wand of Orcus. The wand is one of the most powerful artifacts in existence. You can lay waste to the countryside with it. Yeah, but where the fuck is the wand now? That's not good. Was that supposed to be there, or what? Okay. Well, still can't rest. That's not good. Well, I'm gonna assume that the wand is supposed to be gone. Maybe there's a godly thing going on. I'll make a save, though. Just in case that turns out to be a bug. The vault page did not indicate an issue here. So... usually it'll say whether the thing can't be playable in Enhanced Edition. So we're going to assume that the wand is supposed to have disappeared. Alright, let's see what's in here. I have 1 point of open lock. This old door is rusted shut. Interesting. So I guess I'm not supposed to be able to open it? Can I bash it? No. Alright, well, I'm gonna assume that message means that it's not supposed to be opened. So, let's leave the area. Am I sure that the wand is not here? I am sure. Okay, well. Maybe the dude got away after all and faked his death. Or maybe Orcus reclaimed his wand. Didn't want, a not completely evil person to get it. Oh, shadow on the snow. That's new. It looks interactable, like an NPC. Let's talk to it. You've earned my immortal hate. Oh. You see no one. It is only a voice out of the darkness, a shadow on the snow. But there's the sense of something with quick lime on its breath, and curling fingernails, and a heart brimming with maggots. That's a description. That was over as soon as it began. I find a promising mortal, full of bitterness and resentment, reckless and cruel. I drop my wand into his hands. Okay, there we go. One moment, only to have to come back and retrieve it at the next. With only the slightest whiff of turmoil and terror to show for all my efforts. You miserable smear of slime. Do you know what it takes for me to claw my way up into this world of sanity and reason? You're not the first demon I've fought, and I'm not afraid of you. You know someone named Azag? Yeah, I kicked her fucking ass too. Oh, shit. Maybe I shouldn't have boasted. Then you're a fool. I can make you twist in like a leaf in the flame, and that was but a small fraction of my power. What stands before you is merely a wisp, pale reflection of myself. I am still a prisoner in heaven's shadow, down there with all the traitors, tyrants, and torturers. Very alliterative. For the briefest moment, searing white-hot agony courses through every fiber of your being. That's probably what happened when I keeled over. Oh shit, or maybe this is what happens when I keeled over. You trickling excrement, you think you're powerful, but you're nothing to me. I've seen your kind rise and fall 1,000 times across the ages, while I still endure. My might is second only to the gods. I am evil incarnate. If you stood before me in all my dreadful might, I could destroy you as easily as you swat a gnat. You can feel him move closer. A raw, pungent stench, like the breath of a tomb, washes over you. Yep, I was thinking this wasn't going to be much of a horror module. I am clearly incorrect. Shit, he keeps knocking me down. This is starting to look kinky, dude. But that doesn't mean I'm without power and influence on this plane. If you understood the true extent of evil in the world, you would vomit hot blood. In the dark, forgotten corners of the world, there are those who owe me allegiance. Things that lurk and wait. I shall bring them to bear against you. You shall know the wrath of a demon prince. Yeah, I fought Ezek. Not here, not now, but in my own sweet way and in my own sweet time. The world seems to explode in fire and darkness, and then just darkness and emptiness. You know nothing for a time. Ah. I'm immune to sleep. Whoops. That might have gotten in the way of whatever was supposed to happen, but maybe not by much. Let's see. I have met Orcus, the demon prince, lord of the undead. He promises revenge against me for spoiling his fun. Unable to interfere directly, he will send his many minions against me. I must be careful. Hello, Reshke. Hello, Raiders. How are you? I am playing Some Distant Shore with a now epic level Sebastian Illustra. I hope you are having a good time. I have just pissed off Orcus, the demon prince, as one does. The architecture of this place looks a little drowy. Okay, oh, the sentinel is following me. I should probably talk to them. Back amongst us, I see. That's good. Where am I? Take it easy now. This is the town of Anchorhead. You are found outside the gates, half dead, wandering around in a daze. It happens to people in the winter up here sometimes. You're out there, all alone, in a stark, dead world, with a silence you can almost hear. The stillness, the moonlight, the mystery. It affects the mind, you know. He regards you. Frankly, you're lucky to be alive. There's been a pack of wolves seen in the area, with claws and teeth as sharp as winter. Yeah, I killed them. They come down from the hills sometimes, when the food gets scarce. Actually, the dialogue's good there. Yes, I met them. They're dead now. You'll find their carcasses along with the bodies of some men who were killed near the graveyard. Are they now? We'll have to check that out. He eyes you suspiciously, as if your mind is still affected. Well, why don't you get yourself to the Triton's Horn? I'm sure after you get some warm in your stomach and a good night's sleep, you'll be a new man come the morning. It's sure not safe to sleep out in the open. I don't care who you are. You're liable to never wake up again. When it's this cold, anyone with a bit of sense stays inside. Wait a minute. I'm out of here. Alright, well that's actually a fair... Oh. Please, sir, I've asked every man and woman I've met. Every traveler who has passed this way. So many I've lost count. And all have turned me away. Will you do the same? No. I read in your eyes not only strength, but kindness and compassion as well. Perhaps you'll be the one. I think it's more ego than compassion, but we'll go with that. Okay, this is a bit of a boast, but we're going to go with it. I am Sebastian Illustra, and I've spent my whole life helping those in need, much to my own detriment most of the time. What is the problem? Sebastian Illustra? I could not have asked for a better champion. Perhaps the gods have not been deaf to my prayers after all. It is destiny that has brought you here. Who can say? They say destiny defines choice, just as death defines life, or hate defines love. I'm a widow, and I'm afraid I can offer little in payment for your services. Your quest would be one of bitter cold, constant danger, and doubtful safe return. Honor and gratitude if successful. I mean, at least she's honest. What is this quest? Have you ever loved someone so much you trembled in pain? I feel like Sebastian has not. My Trent was like that. He was my angel, my all, my other self. We were newly married, and he was a sailor, so our time together was precious and few, and deeply cherished. Then, several months ago, he was lost at sea. Our love was joy glimpsed, felt, experienced, then cruelly destroyed. Sounds like my kind of thing? Yeah, I think so. Speaking of, I was having the thought that instead of taking Bullfrog through the Aelin saga, it might be fun to take him through Prophet, just because I don't know very much about Prophet aside from what you've told me, but I feel like having a main character named Bullfrog would be kind of funny. It seems like the sort of thing that would have dramatic uses of your name, and thus Bullfrog would be very funny in that context. I may have to think of someone else to romance Robert Black. Anyway, back to this. You have my sympathy. I like her dress. It's very widow's dark. You have my sympathy, but what can I do? If you are loving your life, it can make up for a great many things, but if you do not, no matter what else you have, it is never enough. I've always been told that love is stronger than death, so I ask you to confront death himself and have him return my blood. You know, that's actually spectacular considering how Narcopolis ended with me swearing myself to a god of death anyway. I mean, that god of death had a lot of evil followers, but it's possible that death itself would be more neutral. Maybe this is my chance to free myself, even though that's not what this module is supposed to do on account of it being from a different author. That would be funny. I like that thought. Okay, anyway. What you ask is indeed a heroic quest, but where would I find Lord Death? I guess being epic level, you can actually say things like that, and it's not laughable. I do not know. I truly do not know. But surely you must have caught a glimpse of death in your many battles, seen him moving about and clash in the fray. I only have faith that you will find him. If you need to seek me out, my name is Lydia Wilkinsbane. I live in the northwest corner of town, by the barbers. May the gods watch over you. You take my hopes and fears with you. Okay. Well. Yep.
Well met.
Move along. Alright, well, I guess I got shit to look at. Now, one of the things I did notice on the page is that at some point you gotta sleep to move the plot along, which is good, because I hope resting is enough, because I am immune to sleep. Alright. As is evidenced, by the way, why I woke up here. Alright, sheriff's office. Well, let's wander about. Let's explore this town. I got nothing better to do, aside from find Lord Death, and who knows what the fuck that means. Another sentinel?
Well met.
If you need anything, just see Sheriff Summers. The executioner.
Hello?
Come to gawk at the condemned man, eh? So this prisoner is sentenced to death, then? Yes. As soon as the weather's cleared, he'll be led to the chopping block. He ran into a former shiftmate that he still had some grudge against. Snuck up behind him and stabbed him in the back. So we have two men, one killed unjustly and one who will be killed by the law. I suppose in the end, the reason will make little difference to the dead. That is true, that is true. It is good to play a caster and be able to rest. I remember, that's one thing I had to do in Skyrim, to make sure the Brotherhood quest continued on, was actually rest, because up until that point, I just hadn't bothered resting. So it kind of felt like I was metagaming to rest right there. Because I wasn't doing that normally. I was only doing that for this particular plot point. That's one of the reasons why I tried playing it again with a survival mod. This was before the anniversary edition came out. And then at least I had a reason to sleep. Alright, anyway, sorry. Tell me, Executioner, you've led many a soul to their end. Do you know where to find death? With a capital D. What are you talking about? Death is always at our shoulder. Any one of us can be struck down at any moment by something as insignificant as a virus or as random as a lightning bolt. The prisoner sneers at you. You want to see death, bastard? Just look into my eyes. I see only terror there. Let's talk to the prisoner.
Huh?
What are you looking at? I'm glowing. But I don't seem to have any effects in place. I think it's true seeing. But that is something, though. The effects have disappeared. That happened a bit in Narcopolis, too. It's like I was overloaded, but and was still feeling the effects, but I didn't have the graphics up there. I wonder if that's a patch thing. The characters look so cool. They do, don't they? Let's talk to Sheriff Summers.
Hello.
Greetings. Oh, I wasn't expecting a woman. Let's open the door. I suppose that's my own sexism at work. Greetings. I'm Sarah Summers, sheriff of this county, responsible for keeping the peace, collecting taxes, and other such duties. What can I do for you? I'm new in the area. What can you tell me about it? I must say we don't get many visitors up this way, least of all in the dead of winter. Let's see. North of here, there are a few outlying farms. To the east, there's a whole lot of nothing. Just a lifeless expanse of ice and snow. The silent waste, we call it. She waves a hand. As for Anchorhead itself, it seems some years ago the earth split open and lava spilled out of the bay, hardening the shelf into bare stone. It created a natural harbor. Elves, barbarians, ships and sailors of all types really, began to stop here as a convenient place to lay in, resupply, and so on. And the town built up from there. It's a dreary little place, but I must confess it does have a certain charm. Alright, so now that we've introed,
Hello.
I've come to collect the bounty for Alex Torqueda. Here's his armor. Ah, I see. All right. I believe the reward was 25 gold pieces. Here you go. The man was little more than a nuisance. Still, he had his cruel streak, and I'm glad to see the last of him. Is there anything else? I guess he didn't have time to cause a great deal of havoc. And the graffitied million bounty is not really legit, but that's okay. Oh, we already went through this. All right. I cannot ask her about death. Let's see what's upstairs. Second floor. Well, it looks like there are some barracks here with a sentinel. Let's talk to the sentinel.
Well met.
Okay, so I'm thinking, can a guy be left alone when he's off duty? I'm thinking I was wrong about this being the Forgotten Realms, or at least the part of the Forgotten Realms I know of, because those Neverwinter militia people were probably just called that because the NPC was. That's the NPC stored in the tool set. That is the downside. Every once in a while, with default descriptions and such, you end up slightly Forgotten Realm-ized, even when you're not meant to be. But that's okay. There's some planar travel after all. Oh, a strongbox. Well, I am a mischievous sort. Let's see what we can do. I cannot disarm a trap. I do not have a pixie anymore. I do, however, have no spells left. Okay. We're gonna have to weather this out. Holy sh... Okay, that's not too bad. Eh. Alright. So I have robbed the sheriff. Well, look, I gotta live up to not being completely good, right? Otherwise, I'd be neutral good. And I'm not. Alright. So. Is there anywhere I can sell this fucking armor? Because it's fucking heavy. I was hoping she'd take it as part of the bounty, but I don't think she did. Much to my dismay. Oh, maybe she did. Did she? Did she? Fuck. Alright, well, anyway. Temple of Ramen. I do not know anything about ramen. Let's find out about ramen. Well, I know about ramen, but that's not the same thing. Linnela Minnels. Let's talk to Linnea Minnels.
Greetings.
No criticism now. I've just started painting this mural. I've got a lot of work left to go. What's it going to be? A dance macabre. A dance of death. See? She points with a paintbrush to the image of a skeleton carrying a scythe in one hand and an hourglass in the other. I think that's how you pronounce that. Macabre? Macabre? 1 second. That's one of those words. I feel like it's going to come up again, so let me look at the pronunciation. Macabre. Alright. We're going to go with macabre. A macabre. Either way. So anyway, skeleton, scythe, hourglass. There's the Grim Reaper himself, leading the dead to the graves. How gloomy. It's not supposed to be pleasant. It's supposed to make people think. This is a temple, after all. Besides, a skull is more fascinating than a naked woman. I'm not sure I agree with that. Well, I might agree with that, but I don't know that Sebastian would agree. I don't know how sexual a person Sebastian is. He hasn't really had any romance prospects. Sable did say she was in love with him, but she also kind of got murdered before we could explore that. A mural on the east wall depicts a battle between Titans and the storm god Raman. Ah, he's a storm god. Okay. That explains the lightning. Alright. Let's talk to Father Donor, I suppose. Let's save, just in case. I don't want to get attacked.
Hello to you.
Greetings, my child. Blessings be upon you. And to you, Father. I have a religious question I was wondering if you could help me with. It concerns meeting death. I see you've been talking with the widow Wilkinsbane. I've been counseling her for some time, trying to get her to give up this mad idea and reconcile herself to her husband's passing. One mourns, for it is proper to mourn, but grief serves you. You must not become a slave to grief. You bid the dead farewell, and you continue. Then you see no possibility of this. Perhaps if one were to perform a deed for a god, get one of the gods to like you. Sebastian's got a vested interest in there, considering to whom he stole his soul. Gods do not like. They love, they hate, and they ignore. Take Raman, the storm god, to whom this temple is dedicated. He is a grim god who values strength and determination. He can send refreshing rains to water the crops, but he can also send raging storms and strike men down with his terrible thunderbolt. That is why so many sailors fear and worship him. Still, is such a request within the power of the gods? Of course, but remember, while the gods listen to and answer all prayers, sometimes that answer is no. While I'm thinking about it, do you keep a temple store? Certainly, but I must warn you, it is rather limited. This is only a small temple. I don't really keep that many healing supplies, since the barber is the local healer, and I try not to take food out of his mouth. Would you like to see what we have? Huntoon does like to limit the healing supplies, doesn't he? Alright, well, at least I can fucking get rid of this, huh? 336. That guy was disappointing. And a tower shield for 56. I suppose that's not bad. Lesser restoration. I do want some of that. You can never go wrong with some lesser restoration. Oh, actually I got a decent amount of gold. Oh yeah, because when I leveled up, I took the get appropriate gold for my level option. Hey, I feel like it's fair. I did some off-camera leveling. It's okay. A couple of greater restoration spells are probably not bad. Divine Favor. Yeah, I can't do much with these. I think I've got a source of bless or two, but why not? Wisdom, protection. Yeah, why not? Let's take a thing of holy water. Alright. Alright. So. Well, I think my character's got a vested interest in meeting death, so that's a plus. A deathless love. And I don't know, I think he's drawn to this woman's plight. I don't know why. I just feel like he is. I don't think he's ever loved quite that deeply, and he's intrigued by it. A woman, Lydia Wilkinsbane, has approached me on the street. It seems her husband, Trent, was lost at sea months ago. She has passionately asked me to confront Death, the Grim Reaper himself, to seek his return. Although this is certainly a challenging quest, I have no idea where to begin or how to find Death. Maybe if I sell myself to a different aspect of Death, then Yama can't get me. Would that count? Would that work, I wonder? I should think about that. Alright. Okay, so the town gate is over here. There's a sailor. Oh. Lydia's house and a barber shop.
Good on ya.
Gold enough for you? Oh, that's an obnoxious question in game or in real life. There's Lydia. Let's talk to her for a bit. Hi, Lydia. I dreamt I wrote his name upon the sand, and the waves came and washed it away. Someone needs to give this girl some grief counseling. But it sounds like she was trying. Poor thing. Needs a key. Can't rob her. Probably for the best. Ambient noise sobbing. Poor woman. Poor, poor woman. I think Sebastian's pretty skeptical about all this, to be honest with you. He likes the idea of this big challenge, though, so he's on board. It's just, how the hell are you going to do it is the interesting question, isn't it? It's the question of the hour. The barbershop. Is there a quartet? No, probably not. Alright, alright. And I agree with you, Starbreeze, if I forgot to say so. The characters do look cool. Okay, Zacho Teneman. Zacho, maybe? Let's say Zacho. We'll save.
Hey there.
Please take a seat. Sure. Please take a seat, sir. Now, don't mind blood. What will it be today? Shave and a haircut? Are you the local healer? That I am, sir. That I am. Fortunately, there isn't much call for my services in that regard. But I always keep a handful of supplies available, just in case. You need anything? Sure. Alright, so this is where we buy the good stuff. Not that there's much, but... but the healing kits should be useful. Alright, we got some of those now. Okay. Well, it's good to know I can come back for more. Is there anything back here? Hey, you have no business going into my private quarters. Sorry, sir, I thought that was the bathroom. Not this time. Thank you, though. We're like in fictional medieval times. There is no indoor bathroom. What the hell are you talking about? I feel like there might have been. It reminds me of reading any of the Voldemort books and the slight hoops she jumps through to make recognizable modern conveniences appear, like the rain shower. That is basically a shower that the artisans cooked up. It's like, I really don't think people in this supposed technological development would have a shower, but okay. This door seems barred shut from the other side. Well, that tends to happen sometimes. People don't want random elves walking through their house. I suppose that's fair. Saltworks. I wonder what do they sell salt? We got Ely Haley, Jander Jarenson, and Stan Wayne here. There doesn't seem to be any interactable objects. So, saving again. Will they try to kill me? I don't know. I'm always suspicious. Compared with the brisk, fresh sea air outside, the atmosphere in here is oppressive with smoke, steam, and sweat. Okay. Let's talk to Ely Haley.
I greet you.
Scraping the salt off the bottom of these damn pans has made my hands so raw and rough. Gender.
Well met.
Here's where we boil seawater down to get salt. We do pretty good business, too. Everyone needs salt. Fair.
Hello.
At my age, I shouldn't have to be working like this. I should be sitting around telling a bunch of boring old stories to young folk. That's true. What can you do in this economy? Okay. Well. Oh, look at how creepy the water looks here. It's so misty and foggy. And snowy. Alright, so what's over here? Pellier's Provisions. That does seem like an interesting place to be. Let's take a look. Provisioners usually have good gossip. Alright. Oh, someone's doing shit. Let's talk to the blacksmith. Hello, sir. Are you inspired by Hordes of the Underdark? Do you actually do some cool shit? Hello. Can I get you in a spare moment? Does not appear like I can. Alright. What the hell is a hog? Oh. Literal hog. Okay. And Adam Pellew. Let's talk to him.
Hello there.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to my store. We carry a little bit of everything here. Even have our own blacksmith on hand. And he's a dwarf, too. So you know he's got to be good. I feel like that's a microaggression or something. Or a stereotype. I got called out for that in one of them. I think it was Stormy Night. Can I interest you in some fresh hardtack? Hardly any weevils. He stops and looks you up and down for a moment. I have the eye for the customers, sir. And if you don't mind me saying, I think my humble little shop will hardly meet the needs of a man of prestige like yourself. You see, it's more suited for rough, simple folk, such as sailors, farmers, and the like. We don't really have anything too fancy here. Fair. Can I see what you have? Alright. Yep. Some dress-up robes. Very low-level gear. Yep, I think he's right about not being really in my range. That's okay. It's nice of him to say so. And sometimes these little things can be useful. Maybe a potion bottle. I don't know that I'd ever craft a potion, but it's not bad to keep one. Sorry for yawning. Apparently, I've been more tired than I thought. Up, employees only. Fair enough, fair enough. And there are some chickens. Good to have chickens. I guess you'd have to keep them inside in weather like this, huh? Keep them out of the snow. Alright. Well, there's Captain Vadra. I wonder if she knows anything about death. As a personage, not a concept.
Hello there.
Do you ever wonder what goes on under the sea? There's more sea than land, and I've been sailing for more years than most. And I've seen only a fraction of it. The sea's a big place, big and deep, and lots of secrets down there. That reminds me of this really weird series I read. I forget the name of it. Shit. But it definitely had undersea deities and an island and lots of interesting aspects. It was also possibly the gayest thing I'd ever read that wasn't explicitly supposed to be gay. Like, there was a point where the author clearly backtracked, but it was around the third book, where earlier it had kind of been implied that the characters were healing each other through their tears by crying on them and embracing each other. And I think she finally realized that came across as a little gay, because then it was explained, no, it's actually the presence of this woman who we didn't even know was in the scene most of the time. She's actually the healer. And it was just kind of funny. But the language was so flowery that it's like, wow, these are not just characters that are in love with each other. These are characters that are poetically in love with each other. Like, something else entirely. Now I can't remember what the series was. It was Nancy something was the author, though. That's not helpful. One day I'll have to run a search on the characters and see if I can track it down again. Or maybe the friend that I was showing excerpts to go, have you look at this stuff. I can probably find the reactions in our chat logs. Okay, this is the Triton's Horde. I suspect this is where I'm going to want to go next. Level 1. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of people here. Marauder, Sailor, Buccaneer. Flossie the Innkeeper. Okay. Let's see the default people first.
Greetings.
Don't bother me. Alright.
Greetings.
Don't bother me. What does the minstrel say? Minstrel, tell me not in mournful numbers. Life is but an empty dream, for the soul is dead that slumbers, and things are not what they seem. Life is real, life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. Dust thou art, to dust returneth, was not spoken of the soul. Art is long, and time is fleeting, and our hearts, though stout and brave, still like muffled drums are beating funeral marches to the grave. Well, that's a gloomy, topic, huh?
Good on ya. Hello.
Much, much cheerier. Alright.
Greetings.
Well, let's talk to Tiger.
Yes?
Pike off.
What do you want?
Drudo.
Good day.
Pike off. Well, alright, fair enough. Why do you have a bear in here? Well, no one told me to put him outside. Hey,
What do you want?
hey, big boy. Buy me a drink? I may not be a cleric, but I can get you to heaven.
Yes? What do you want?
Keber?
Well met.
Ivana?
Greetings, my
He keeps bothering me. Alright. Well, that's not good. Slumpagas. Okay. Let's talk to...
Agreed, sir.
Ah. A drink? If you can call the swill they serve in this backwater town drinks. Ah. He's talking to her. He ignores you, as if you are beneath his notice. His attention is focused on the woman across from him. The others gathered around the table, evidently his friends, smirk at his comments. Me and my friends here have had a long trip to this disappointing fly speck of a town in the middle of nowhere. I'm feeling lonely, and you're the only pretty face I've seen in this dump. So why don't you be congenial and come have a drink with me? I can make you, you know. You want that? Oh, fuck this guy. This woman looks obviously very nervous and frightened. Please, leave me alone. You heard the lady. Leave her alone. Fuckhead. Well, well, well. Look what we got here. A hero. Hey, moron. If you hadn't noticed, there's 4 of us and only 1 of you. And I don't even need the others to take care of a maggot like you. You obviously don't know who you are. Yeah, let's go with this one. I know exactly who you are. You're nothing but a cheap thug who likes to come to small towns like this and with his cronies, throw his weight around, and make himself feel like a big man. That's it. I'm itching for a fight. Well, let's go with Persuade. I got a bit of it. I'm Sebastian Lestra. You fight me and you'll end up dead. And that's a guarantee. So what's it going to be? You walk out of here peacefully, on your own, or you're carried out in a coffin? Okay, Sebastian Lestra. Of all the people I had to run into. Come on, guys. We're leaving. Fuck off, that guy. A paladin walks into the Moonstone Masts. He approaches the madam and asks how much for a night. 300 gold. The paladin is shocked. Madam, you don't understand. I brought my own horse. That's a good one. Though that does remind me that when I took when I took Stephen Lioness into the Moonstone Mask while playing the original campaign, he banged. That is a man who fucks. Hey, there's no vow of celibacy in the Forgotten Realms. I checked. Ah, shit. There we go. I lost my chat. 1 second. There we go. Alright, back to this. So I scared off this guy. Good. Fuck that dude. Ivana Deller, let's talk to her again.
Greetings, my friend.
I want to thank you for helping me out there. Anytime. You really are Sebastian Lestra, aren't you? We've heard stories about you, even this far up north. They say you've killed more men than hell has souls. You blew up at least 1 mental hospital. Just the 1. They say you're one of the best. They say you're destiny's pawn. That you're fated to appear in time and place when you're most needed. Well, if you got a hospital to blow up. They seem to be saying a lot of things. I don't normally frequent taverns alone. I'm a married woman. Just my husband's out to sea, sailing to such cities as Rodan and Silvermist, and I was feeling lonely. You know, they call us wives to the sailors, sea widows, on account of our husbands being away for so long. Are you coming on to me? Ah, that's really interesting. Actually, what happened?
Greetings, my friend.
I think I'm just going to sit here and drink alone for a while. Yeah, I'm not going to ask her if she's coming on to me after someone basically threatened to rape her, so. I feel like Sebastian's a bit
What do you
not
want?
quite that much of an asshole. I mean, he could be, but, you know. Alright, let's talk to Flossie the Innkeeper.
Hello there.
What can I get you to drink, my lord? Something to warm you. We have mulled wine, piping hot. Or maybe you'd like to try our famous Triton's Horn of Mead. And of course there's ale. There's always ale. Almost didn't see you back there. Hey, that's rude. I've come and bought a room. We have a common room to sleep in that only costs a couple of silver a night. But no, by the looks of you, I think you'll be wanting and can easily afford a private room. I must warn you, even our private rooms aren't that much. Our needs are simple here in the far north. That's fine. I've slept in worse places, as long as it's got a roof overhead and a bed off the floor. Well, not a bed off the floor, I'm afraid, just a sleeping mat. But it does include a brazier, with a few coals in it to keep the chill out. Only 2 gold pieces. That's not bad. Okay, here's the key. It'll be the room on your right, at the top of the stairs. There we go. There we go. Alright, Buccaneer. Let's peek into these rooms. Let's talk to the cook. Always good to talk to the cook.
Like something?
Now, where did I leave that marjoram? Sorry, I didn't see you there. Oh my! You're Sebastian Olestra, the famous sorcerer, aren't you? I recognize you from all the stories I heard, like the blown-up asylum. Yes, I am. Please, take me with you, please. I can be part of your kitchen staff. My kitchen staff? Yes, you must have dozens of servants working in the kitchen alone. I heard you live in a big white marble palace and eat off golden plates, and nobles and great wizards and high priests come from the 4 corners of the world to visit and beg for your help, and the gates are guarded by a dragon, a fearsome dragon. Dragon, right. Look, you're a teenager, just a kid. You shouldn't be leaving home now. I'm almost an adult. Almost. And I hate it here. It's always cold, and the whole town is filled with nothing but sailors. Crude, rude sailors. And in winter, there's nothing to eat but rabbit. You know, I've never eaten rabbit. Then why are you here? Mom and Papa died of fever about a year ago. Flossie and Mama were best friends growing up together, so she's the closest thing I've got to an aunt. She took me in. That's sad, but don't you think Flossie misses her best friend like you miss your mom? And if you left, wouldn't she miss you too? I guess so. I never thought about that. I guess I really do belong here. Still, I would have liked to see your wonderful palace. I'll give your regards to the dragon. I don't think he lives in a swanky place. I don't have the money for it. I did not buy him a residence in Zorko, so let's put it that way. But he does come from money, so if he ever goes back to his hometown in Evermeet or whatever this world's equivalent of that is, he probably does have a nifty estate. If it hasn't been gambled away or something in the 10 years he was enslaved. But elves, so it's not that long. I can steal some wine. That doesn't look like there's anything much to steal here. Let's go upstairs and see what there is to poke around in. I mean, really, if she were going to leave, she'd have left herself. I think is Sebastian's thought. Alright, so let's see what we have to the left. Ouch. Locked. Can I open it? With my 1 point of lockpick? A key is required. I figure it was a good investment because then I can at least see what doesn't apply for, there's a maid. Common room. Oh. What I don't have to waste an ox spell on. Do you dance? Sometimes. Good. People don't dance as much as they should. When I was a young girl, I would dance all the time. I would go to every fair and festival just so I could have a reason to dance. I would have liked to dance every day, even when there wasn't a reason. But I was so afraid of being laughed at. You should have seen me when I was young. I was beautiful, pale and fragile, and men would look at me with fire in their eyes. She sighs and throws up her arms. I'm old now, and I no longer fear anything life could hold for me. I fear nothing, not even death, the great inevitable, and my death is not far distant. Dying is merely landing on some distant shore. So look for me in heaven, because I'll be dancing naked with the angels. Well, we got a title drop. Kind of gloomy one, all things considered. Alright, there's a corpse. Gold ring and a potion of bless. Why is there a corpse here? And commoner's tunic. Maybe it's someone who's supposed to be sleeping? But that looks like a corpse, my friend. That looks like a corpse. Maybe they froze to death. Alright, my room key. I have a chest. Anything in the chest? Pardon me, bear. Oh, fuck. That wasn't what I meant to do. Ah, and I still didn't get any, fucking, spells back. Shit. The fuck is this? Maybe I should have rested in the common room. There's a chest. I was gonna look in there. And a doorway. And sumness. What happens if I go... Let's save. Actually, let's hard save. Well, this is not the first time I've been stuck in a dreamscape, is it? What happens if I leave? Nothing.
Yes?
Quite a strange place, isn't it? All fragmented and tangled up. New experiences can be like that, confusing and overwhelming, at least at first. Where am I? You're dreaming this. Your subconscious mind directed you here to learn something important. This is the constantly mutating realm of the unconscious. Each night in your dreams, you wander, aimless, through these awesome territories. I've been in the dream world before, thank you. His voice is soft and drowsy as a mother's lullaby. A fragrance of poppies seems to rise from him. I am Somnus, god of sleep, and brother to death. I steal soft and whispering to the mind, through sleep's sweet silence and the gloom of night. The dreamlands are my domain. Here, my figments and phantasms wander and roam. He pets the sphinx beside him. My riddle is nothing, without weight or size, yet in it the whole of infinity lies. The whole of existence contained within naught. I've thought of my answer. My answer's a thought. My lord, I beseech you, tell me where I might find your brother Death. Death will come at the appointed hour. It's folly to seek him. Do you understand the price? No, mortals never do. They see only their desire, their dream. Still, revelation is the province of dreams. The answer can be yours, but only if your heart is strong. There's a certain madness needed to touch the gods. Few mortals possess it. Their willingness to step away from the protection of sanity, to walk in the wild woods of madness. It can be a frightening experience, giving yourself over to the unknown. He points backwards. Go to the cliff's edge. There you'll find a cave. There's always a cave, or a dark forest, or a shadowy ruin. But beware, the way through the cave is hard. Just remember, here there's only what you brought with you. I need my fucking spells back, dude. Maybe I should have saved. Oh well. Gyna Sphinx. I know a word of letters 3. Add a letter and none there'll be. 1. Does it do anything? No. A penguin. Why is there a penguin here? Why am I asking that? Why is there anything here? It's a fucking dreamscape, that's why. How the fuck do I wake up? Do I get a chance to rest? I guess is the question. Somnus, god of sleep, has appeared to me in a dream. He will reveal where I find his brother Death. But first I must pass the test. I must proceed to the cliff's edge, where there is a cave. I must confront whatever I find there. Shit. And I still can't rest. I want that cheat that'll let me rest everywhere. I honestly had figured they were gonna let me rest, and then have this trigger. But nope. Fuck. I'll have to be creative with what little spells I have left. Fucking damn it. Manticore? Ah. There's something up here. Rocky stairs, so that'll be where I'm going next, I think. Alright, nothing really to interact with now. Unless, except maybe the gong, but I don't really feel the need to bang a gong. Okay, so let's go down the rocky stair. Oh, and my bear is gone finally. Oh, okay. Here we are. Time to go into the cave. Cave of Nightmares. Okay. So, something sniggers as it uncoils from beneath the rocks. Something rustles as it scuttles down the walls. Fantastic. Still can't rest. Fuck. Not fair. Not fair, game. Sure, I have a shit ton of spells, but not enough spells. Fear. You can smell it in the air like bitter ozone. I do have Empower maximized, so that ought to give me a little bit of an edge if I need to. Fear. You can feel it in the air. Dry, prickly. A leaden pressure on the eardrums. A fat, dark worm that writhes in your gut. I do like the language. Oh, hey, there's Torquata. Hey, Torquata. What do you say? Can't talk him out of anything. Why are you so eager to meet death now? Only a few hours ago, I was quite willing to send you to him. Are you a ghost? A memory. This place where fictions, symbols, and memories are all that's real. What is this presence I sense? Why does it scare me so? That's because you're facing the unvarnished idea, without any mental defenses, like distance or irony. Down here, where the night goes on forever, there is a creature that lurks within these caves. It has no name and no form. Whatever you're afraid of, that's what it looks like. It eats fear. It disgorges fear. It lives on fear, and it kills with fear. He laughs harshly and fades away. Dick. Alright. Still got some of these. It feels like something is following you. You swear you can almost feel its sickly breath warm upon your neck. Okay, that's fucking creepy. The air feels thick and clammy, like cold, congealed gelatin. That is disgusting. I like things made with gelatin, but I do not like gelatin, I think. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I might like gelatin, depending on the context. It's always weird, though, when you hear about gelatin to find out, like, it's a meat product. Now, I'm no vegetarian, so I don't mind. But it's like folks will be like, well, you can't have Jell-O if you're vegan. And I'll be like, why the fuck not? And then I'll look it up and be like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's fair. It doesn't seem like fruit Jell-O seems like it should be just fruit and water, but This large rank chamber is filled with sewage and rot. Bones and lumps bob in the muck. Well, that's also oh, and there are corpses. Fantastic. Yeah, this is a place to be. Sebastian, one day your boredom is going to make you regret things. Like, you know, your entire life. A slithering and gurgling comes from beneath the fetid waters. Ugh, gross. There's a dead minotaur here. And it's red. Oh. But it's dead. What does that mean? Alright. You sense something lurking up ahead. Something eager to crack your skull like an egg and pick out bits of the flesh with its claws. Yeah, I'm not happy about this. I feel like this is not a great situation to be in. And that is a monster. Fantastic. Now, you are fear. Can I destroy fear? I guess is the question. Now, if I maximize a spell, what have I got? Oh, can I maximize a greater missile storm? Oh shit, nothing worked. Or did it? Well, I kind of wasted that spell, but man, what a waste. So all I had to do was stand up to fear. I possibly could have done that with a magic missile. When did I load my game? You know, let's try that with a fucking magic missile, because I don't want to waste a spell. I'm terrible. I have a feeling I'm going to need those maximized Isaacs. Alright. Okay. Or do I not want to? You know what? Fuck it. Let's hit him with my robe. My robe of weak fire attacks. I want to know if it's the symbolism that does it. Oh, now I'm afraid. Fuck. No one dead here, friend. Interesting that it's not actually attacking me. It's dispelling my defenses, but it's trying to control undead that's not here. There's nothing to actually cause me damage. Maybe that's the true nature of fear. There we go. Oh, now it's causing me damage. And now I'm running away. Come on, wear off already before I die, please. Not hitting me hard though. I guess my theory about a weak spell killing him is faulty. I probably should have used the big spell, huh? Well, I might be dying here because I can't get away and the fear is not wearing off. So I would like to kill you, but I keep running away because I'm afeared. I'm feared by fear. This is irritating.
To dust. We return.
Yeah, that's annoying. Alright, well, I guess I'll have to use my maximized Isaacs after all. It's an Isaacs. It's still okay. Alright. Why fuck with it? Alright. Maximize. Oh wait, was that an expend spell I did instead? I thought it was a maximized. Think it was, yeah. Maximize, then 5. That's still 4 I can use later. Alright. Still seems like a lesser spell would probably do it, but I don't want to die again, so. Okay, goodbye, fear. I would like to rest. Alright. There's a devil. And Somnus. Let's save. And talk. The Mind Flayer.
Yes?
To conquer fear is the beginning of wisdom. That's it. I destroyed it with a single attack. We often find what we fear most turns out in the end to be no more than a handful of dust. You confronted your fear, and so overcame it. Dreams are composed of many things, of images, hopes, fears, and memories. They are echoes that reflect, and sometimes inspire, your deepest longings or cruelties. He indicates the monstrosities that surround him with a sweeping gesture. Living closely to individual minds, I marvel that we do not have continuous war. Knowing what nightmares people conceal, what secret obsessions and hidden cruelties, I know the origin of strife, which is in every mortal, that a true hero is one who struggles with his demons, who would know that he created them, who would enter the labyrinth and fight the monster who sleeps at the bottom of his own brain. The conflicts you carry within you are projected outside. In the blink of an eye, the scene changes. I still want to sleep, goddammit. There's one last test for you to complete. In my domain there are 2 doors. Out of one passes deceitful and empty dreams that bewilder the sleep of men. Out of the other passes true dreams, with the power to awake the intellectual sight, that relate to silent souls the will of heaven. He nods to 2 figures standing before each door. I'll give you this one clue. These two each came from a different door. One will lie and mislead, the other will always speak the truth. Choose wisely. I believe that there's a trick to this. Now, granted, I don't know if the programming would let me. But from what I understand, the trick to any sort of lie and truth riddle is to ask what would your counterpart tell me to do? Because if it's the truth teller will like if it's say there's door left and door right. Now, if you ask the person, what would your counterpart tell you to do? The truth teller will tell the truth. So let's say the left is the correct door. The truth teller will tell the truth and say that the liar would tell you to go right because the left door is correct. If you ask that question of the liar is going to tell you a lie. The truth so he will tell you that the truth teller will tell you the right door. Because he's lying. Because the truth teller would tell you the left because that's the correct door. So, either way, when you ask that question, you go the door they don't tell you. That's how you solve that riddle. Unless they engage in some trickery and make it so that you can only they only lie about that particular matter, and then that might not work. But okay, I'm gonna assume it's the skull's door that's correct because it's a skull, and the pixie is more pleasant. But let's see. This is the door of false dreams. The other is the door of true dreams. One of these doors is the door of true dreams, and the other is the door of false dreams. Alright, so this should be fairly easy, because this statement is true. One is true, one is false. So that means that if he's the truth teller, then the fairy is the liar, and she says that this is the door of false dreams. That was easier. Alright, let's go in this one. The river left.
Yes?
You've made it through. So here's the answer you seek. Journey west, deep into the silver wastes, until you come across a great grim wall with neither door nor window. And that's where death is. He's there. He's everywhere, but he will be there. Normally time spent in this plane would fade and vanish on waking. I would sprinkle on you the waters of Lethe, the river of forgetfulness, that lazy stream that whispers low over pebbly shallows, and whose trickling lulls us all to sleep. But you will remember this time. He looks about him. Everyone has a secret world inside them. All the people of the world, no matter how dull or stupid they are on the outside. Inside, they've all got magnificent, unimaginable, wonderful, amazing worlds. And not just one world, thousands of them. Countless as the sands cast on the shore, or the leaves that fall upon the forest floor. Worlds he's rhyming again. Worlds familiar, profound, and surprising as the depth of the human heart itself. Remember this, Sebastian Alalistra. Awake and remember. Oh shit, man. Well, I can finally sleep and get my spells back. Alright. So, I have to travel west until I find a wall with neither door nor window. At least I have my spells back. So I'm not completely fucked if I end up in a fight. Although I think I did pretty well, all things considered. Alright. Okay, so that was surreal. Not my first dream world, but a much more helpful one than the last time. Do you find a wall in the west? I'm in the west. Well, that ruins my poetry. Damn it. I am not good with the turn of phrase, so. I like to write, but I think I'm more of a craftsman than an artist. Which is why it takes me like 15 years to actually finish anything, is because I focus way too much on like the niggly little bits, which is idiotic. Alright, so I have to find the wastes, which are to the east, apparently. But the only door out is to the west, so... Oh shit, it's dark. It's always dark in this town. Alright, well, let's go... Let's go west, yeah? And find a wall. The outskirts. Anchorhead. Actually, I thought the waste were the east, but that's alright. The crisp, clean winter air carries the scent of pine. Hello, baby. Can I pet you? Will you let me pet you today? I gave you a treat. No. Alright. She's like, no. What else? What have you done for me lately? So the outlying farms, which are to the north. I mean, do I have any reason to go to the farms, I wonder? I mean, I'm not opposed. If this were the original campaign, I would have to go to each area and get one piece. Strange that this glade, so recently the scene of slaughter, now looks clean and fresh under a carpet of new snow. Yeah. Cannot speak. Oh, is this where I was before? Oh, interesting, interesting. So, yep, there's the dead tree where the notice was posted. And there's the graveyard. Interesting. I couldn't go farther up before, and then I was zapped by the god of undeath. I wonder if we'll see him again. I rather hope not, but one never knows. Alright, so it's down this way. Where the area I came from. The way I came, indeed. So I guess we go farther to the west. To the wastes. Thankfully, as a sorcerer, I don't much have issue with finding sources of warmth, and I can probably make a shelter for myself if I need to. Oh shit. The fuck is that? Okay. There's a planar gate here. What do I want to do? To the silent wastes are this way, or I can go into here. Hi, Sinye. How are you? Ah, I'm doing okay. Neverwinter is treating me quite good. I am playing a story module. Do I want to go this way? Oh, I guess I do. So let's reload and go into the door first. Because I want to know what that fucking planar gate is. I have been asked... I'm an epic level character. And I've been asked by a young widow to talk to death. Yeah, mildly sober. That's fair. Oh, it's your birthday, isn't it? Or it was yesterday, so... Maybe you need some birthday booze. Unless you're not doing that, in which case you should not. I'm a teetotaler myself. No reason like alcoholism or moral reason. I just don't like the taste. If I found booze that I like the taste of, I would probably drink a bit too much. Alright, so let's see what's in this fucking pocket plane that just popped up. Fuckers. There's some guards. And there's someone named Abraxas. Well, what do you want, Abraxas? Is this a place I can rest? If not, you can go fuck yourself. Yeah, it sounds... this is kind of a philosophical module. I've been playing horror modules in a series for Halloween, for October. And this is by the same author who'd done a couple of the horror modules I'd played. This one in particular is not on the list. I think it's more philosophical than horror. But there are some pretty horrid parts, so there's that. Let's talk to this man. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. It's so good to finally meet you. Care to join me in a glass of ambrosia? No? It has a ghostly bouquet that haunts rather than lives upon the palate. Who are you? Let me answer that with another question. Have you ever reached a point in your career where the local blacksmith or village general store can no longer fulfill your needs? Oh, well, that's where I come in. My people are called the Mercane. We travel about the plains, trading with angels and demons, heroes and titans. In this, we don't choose sides or make judgments. It's strictly business. Certain creature beings require a certain level of service, which we provide, and you have joined the ranks of our prestigious clientele. Oh, nice. Ah, there you go. Well, sometimes you just gotta treat. So I'm glad. Oh, my cat is doing something. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you being a monster? Okay. He waves at the strange machine behind him. With that device, I can interface this pocket plane with any number of points in space. We would be staying in this area for the foreseeable future. I'm not sure. I'll keep the entryway open at the clearing where you found it for the time being. Now, shall we do business? I have quite a large selection of merchandise. And if you have anything you'd like to sell, I'd be happy to take it off your hands for a reasonable price. No questions asked. Well, I don't have a lot of shit, because I've been through a lot of modules that don't give me anything. These are not Monty Hall modules that I've been through. Yep. You have some recommendations? Maybe sometime. I'm not necessarily opposed. I have found most of the time that folks' recommendation, I just seem to be really sensitive to the taste. So it's like, I often hear that, oh, you'll never taste it, and then it's like, no, I do. But, you know, I'm sure there's something out there. Alright, let's see what I have here. Oh my, these are nice. And I do have some money, because when I used that cheat module to level myself up, I got a fair bit of money, don't I? Alright, well, I definitely want one of these. I don't need any harps. Oh, that's something cool. Greater restoration, heal 3 times a day? Holy fucking shit. The face of the devil, the soul of an angel. That's how Saint Ormazad is usually described. He was a tiefling who dedicated his life in service to helping the needy and fighting the forces of darkness. This is his burial shroud. It's said to be infused with Saint Ormazad's divine presence and his great healing powers. Oh shit. Now I'm wishing I were good. Oh fuck. Oh, definitely. Oh man, look at that. 3 uses of heal per day. And I could afford it too. Just my luck I decided to play this module neutral. Oh fuck me. That's sad. Oh well, it is what it is. Let's buy one of these though. You never know if you might need a helping hand. Gosh. This is the sort of thing in another module I'd have actually found myself, but in my adventures I have not. Alright. Man. Alright, so let's look at this shit. Sling plus 6. Holy crap. Short bow plus 6. Composite bow plus 6. What are you doing, Kit Kat? I don't even know what that thing is. Is that like the padding from a headphone set? Oh, now it's stuck in my treadmill. Do you want me to help you take that out, or can you figure it out? Ah, you got it. Are you gonna go drown it? She's gonna go drown it. I know it's worth getting, but I'm neutral. That's the problem. Ah, the composite short bow is nice. I'm tempted by the composite short bow, and I can afford it too with the money that it gave me. When I leveled up, I chose the set appropriate gold for the level option, and I used the pretty good character creator to level up my character. My VOD from last time shows me. And what I prefer to do, because it's easiest, is to say set level in gold, and then they give you an amount of gold that would be appropriate under the Dungeon Master Guide. So it's quite nice. Huh. It's interesting that the short... Well, because it doesn't have mighty, probably. Oh. Can I afford that? You know? I'm gonna take that. because I do have arrows. And I can always use more. Alright, so quarterstaff plus 4. Plus 5. Plus 6. Oh, that is nice. Alright, I'm thinking about the quarterstaff, but let's see what else they have. Quickstaff, oh my. Haste, whirlwind. I don't know about that. Okay, let's see. I have a feeling I'm going to need this shit in here. Cloud Giant Strength. That's a good one to have because I am weak in carrying shit. But I don't feel like this is something that would have a lot of loot, though. The Huntoon's modules usually don't. Helm of Brilliance. Ooh. Holy fuck. The charges, though. I'd do it if they were used per day. Ah. Oh. This one's cute. Because this one has a cameo. Aw, well, thank you for following me. Twitch can be so weird. It's said that Sir Jasper, a paladin and one of the most faithful servants of Torm, was given this helm by a mysterious kobold stranger when he was about to embark on a quest to kill a powerful red dragon. Unfortunately, it turned out that poor Sir Jasper had been misinformed about the dragon's color and the helm's true nature, that while it would indeed have aided him against a red dragon, it made him vulnerable to the powerful breath weapon of the white dragon, Timofar. We know a kobold who worked for Timofar, don't we? That's true. That is true. That is true. You've got a point there. Alright. Let's see. I definitely would like to remain standing. Let's see what they have in terms of robes. Oh, a sequencer. Oh, gray robe of the Archmagi. Now that's nice. I had a black one that I had to sell. Look at that. Plus 5 spell penetration. I've got that, but spell resistance 10. I'm leaning towards that, but let's see if they have anything else. Greater robe of eyes. Sequencer robe. Oh, fuck the other. Yes, we are doing this. We need to do this, and then I can free up some shit. Yes. I love me a sequencer robe, cloak. Okay. Okay, sequencer robe first. Yes. Have you guys used a sequencer robe before? It's a nice thing. I'll show you how it works. This one's a little less colorful than my outfit before, but you know what? Totally worth it. Nymph cloak plus 5. Let's go with Nymph plus 6, because why the fuck not? I'll keep this, though. The robes of fire and ice might be good if I ever run out of spells and need level 1 spells. But still, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Alright. Now, what else do we want? I think I want that staff, after all. The cool-looking staff. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my Excrucio Aeternum staff, but it's kind of for a lower level. I wonder, can I put the Minor Globe of Invulnerability into the Sequencer Robe? That's a thought. That is a thought. Alright. Actually, hold on. Greater Stone Skin. Let's go with that. Time stop. Hey, what's up? Come here, baby girl. What are you doing? What are you doing, little girl? You being a good girl? Yes. Oh, you never could get into the game? Oh, well, that's okay. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that, but that's okay. Oh, I do. I have a cat. She's very vocal, and I'm not sure what she wants. Okay, well, I can show you how the sequencer robes work in a bit. They're quite a cool trick for wizards. I would say it's understandable to not get into the game. Though I would suggest maybe giving some of the fan-made modules a try because the original campaign is very bland. Um, Playing Shadow, the expansions form their own campaign, and that's worth trying to see if you like it because it is a bit better than the original campaign. And that's Shadows of Undertide, which is okay, and Hordes of the Underdark, which is pretty good. So that's worth a try. If you wanted to see if you to give it another shot, I would try those instead of the original campaign because the original campaign is kind of bland. Oh, camera angles. Yeah, I don't really have much advice there. There are some mods. If you go to Neverwinter Vault, .org, I think it is. There are a lot of modules and modifications. I like modules because they're adventures, and they're also good to try because they're fan-made, and some of them are fucking amazing. And they're free, so that's nice. But I think they do have some camera-related like mods that you can use to give you more options. I don't know if that would help. Because not being in your head, I don't know exactly where the problem is. If it's motion, if it's just like I love the isometric. I like doing it from above like this. This is my ideal way of playing the game. I don't really like playing things that are like 3D or really close hand. But if it doesn't work for you, then there are some other options. But I don't know. Oh, the camera angles also hurt your head? Oh, that's too bad. Well, I don't know. I mean, like I said, it might be worth, like, well, I don't know. I don't know if it'd be worth it. It's one of those things where if you really wanted to give the game a try, and that was your only thing that keeps you from it, it's maybe not a bad idea to see if, because there are some folks who do, like, amazing programming with this stuff. And I can maybe keep an eye out for that sort of thing for you if you want it. But, I also recognize there's a whole lot of games out there. And sometimes you just, it's like it's interesting, but not enough to really go to that effort. And that's understandable, too. Well, if you figure it out, let me know. Alright, so is there another defensive spell I want here? I was hoping for Globe of Invulnerability, because that's one I don't have. But they do not have Globe of Invulnerability. Drat. Oh, well, that's alright. So let's see what else we want. I wanted to look for that staff, that's right. So, quarterstaff plus 4 is pretty straightforward. Quarterstaff plus 5, quarterstaff plus 6, so that's kind of a default thing to look at. Now, the quick staff is really expensive, but it does have whirlwind attack, haste, and saving throws, reflexes. I do have haste as a spell, so I'm not sure. I'm thinking this quarterstaff plus 6 might be good to have, though. Just to have a plus 6 at hitting something. And also, I'm thinking if anywhere there's something of haste, this would be a place. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I should have gotten the thing of haste after all. Well, I can always cast it. Give up one fireball. Shifting Sands. Oh, this one. Dex minus 1. I don't know about that, though. Sun Soul, Striding, Sun Soul. Epic Gloves of Concentration. That's a lot. I think I might just go with Braces of Armor, though. They seem relatively, not too bad. Okay, and yeah, let's go Cloud Giant. Strength, I guess. And that'll pretty much do it, I think. Alright, I feel like I am as armored up as I'm gonna be. I can maybe check to see for a few more things. Except, these things that I put on, are they actually going to go on? Oh, I'm paused, that's why. Fuckhead. Alright. Now, maybe I'm going to check for one other thing. Boots of Reflexes. I don't know. Do I want the Dex minus 1? For the haste. Earthquake's nice, though. Alright. Braces of Dex. I mean, I could try to balance that out, I suppose. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I haven't looked in here, though. Ring of 9 lives. Oh, 9 charges of heal. That's pretty nice. Maybe I didn't want to buy that belt, huh? Ring of Power is quite nice, but I can't afford it anymore. Rune Ring. Ah, well, that's nice. I should have looked over here. I'm an idiot, but that's alright. That is alright. Regeneration plus 4. It is what it is. Oh, now I do like a greater immune disease, level drain, and poison. Yeah, we're getting that because level drain is a bitch and a half. Well, actually, we're going to keep this on for now, but I'm going to keep the other one for later. Rod of Hathor. Well, I don't have the money for that. Rod of Thunder and Lightning. Okay. I think that's all I can do, because there's not much I can sell that'll be worth anything. So, these are not Monty Hall modules that I've been playing through, sadly. Alright, but there we go. So, I'm going to show you how Isaac's robe works. Now, the thing about Isaac's robe is that it stores spells. So, and I'm not actually sure this is going to work from a scroll, but I think it will. So, where do we want the spell? What did I buy? I thought I bought a spell. What did I buy? Not Greater Restoration. Shit. What did I do? Where did I put it? Fuck. Fuckhead. Did I put it in a different... Ah, here we go. So Greater Stone Skin is what I first want to put onto the robe. Oh, good. It stored it. Alright, so the next... I am going to put Premonition on the robe. This Premonition is really good for avoiding attacks. And I'm going to put... Let's put Greater Spell Mantle on the robe. Now, ideally, I'd like to rest somewhere and then I'll show it off. Because the catch is, trying to show it off right now, I would just waste the spells because they're time duration limited. But, basically, as long as I'm wearing it, it means that I just click it once. See? Oh, shit. That's to clear it. I don't want to clear it. I want to cast it. Okay. Everything's stored, nothing's cleared. Okay. So now, all I have to do... Yep. It is fun for not getting... Oh, Divinity Original Sin. I can see it. And it might be the isometric angle. There are ways to shift it, I think, a little bit. But, you know, it might still not work. I don't like doing that, though. I like looking on my character like I'm God. Alright. Now, the only thing is I wish I could rest here. Because then I could show you how the robe works. But hopefully I'll remember I have it before the next big fight. Hi. Hey. You sitting on my arm of my chair, babe? Well, that's alright. You can do that. You can do that. You didn't eat any of your wet food again. You never eat your wet food. You, like, sniff it and, like, bite one chunk of it and then you go off. But she comes to me every time it's dinner time anyway. You are a very weird little girl. You are. I love you, though. For 3 months, my cat did not let me near her. 3 months. She's a timid thing. But eventually, in the past 3 months, she's been letting me near her. And last night, for the first time, she was lounging on my bed. See, she's got this thing. I think part of the problem is, in her foster home, there were a lot of dogs and cats, and I think maybe she got it in her head that... She didn't want to fight with the others for territory, so she keeps thinking everything I own is... She's afraid to use it. Yeah, I don't really know. I wish I did. I wish I could help you figure it out. Like I said, though, there are some camera mods, so if you Google it to see if... Sometimes, the damnedest things, if you Google and go, does anyone else have this problem? And someone will actually have that problem. And they'll be like, yeah, I found this solution. So, but maybe not. I mean, it might just be what it is. Got no answers. Wish I did. Alright. Well, anyway. I am now armored up. And it'll be funny if none of this becomes useful. But I feel like it'll be useful in my next and last module that I play, so. Which will be Wake, the sequel for Narcopolis. Aw, that's true. Yeah, I'm working on her. She's made a lot of progress. Like I said, she was on my bed. And she's braver. I think she's starting to figure out that she owns things, or at least that I'm sharing things with her. And there's a white. Fucking. Really? Okay, hold on. Whites are undead that use level drains. So you know what? I'm gonna miss that extra spell, but fuck. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you with a chainsaw. Oh shit, I hope I saved. I don't think I did. Fuck. Alright, well, anyway. Let's try something a little stronger. Oh, you ass. I don't like you. Wasting me and Isaac's. Watch. After all that... Fuck! After all that... I don't think I saved.
To dust we return.
Fucking hell. Oh. Was there a taunt that was Warhammer 40k? The only thing I know about 40k is I have read some of the books. I've read Gaunt's Ghosts books. I don't think I read the most recent. I don't think I read War Master yet. But I've read... What was the last one I read? I think I read the one after the one where he got his eyes gouged out. You know, I have a rant about the chainsaw sword because I've always felt like that is the one thing that illustrates the difference between men and women. I don't believe in gender essentialism for the most part, but there is no way a woman, or most non-binary people, I think, would look at a chainsaw sword, a sword that is made up of a chainsaw, and think that is a good idea. That is a man's invention. I am just saying, a man invented a chainsword. The other books I read were and I love them, were Sandy Mitchell's Caiaphas Cain books. I adore the Caiaphas Cain books, and I keep hoping that he'll come out with a new one, and I don't think he will, but I keep hoping. Alright, so I do have my shit. That makes me happy. I may have to waste my sequencer stuff now, and hope I'll be able to rest later, but we're going to see if I can do this without that. Oh, I didn't even notice I said that. Or it said that. One of us said that. Okay, well, sometimes I say things and I don't even realize I say them. All right, well, there we go. There we go. Yep, Ibring Gaunt's chainsword we can do. Because I think, if I recall, Caiaphas uses a bolt sword, which always seemed a bit more sensible. But then Caiaphas Cain is more sensible. That's part of his appeal. Oh, fuck you! Alright, I failed my save. Fuck, I forgot. Alright, one sec. I'm reloading. Fuck this all. Well, I'm glad that you rated. It makes me happy. Alright. So, my opinions about Warhammer canon aside, I do sometimes like to watch people argue over stupid shit, like whether or not, there we go. Like whether or not there should be female Space Marines. It's like, yes, there should be female Space Marines. Come on. Well, the canon doesn't... The canon is made up of people. You could just explain that no one can tell them apart if they're not a Space Marine. Come on. They're in armor. No one is brave enough to look close enough at the Space Marine to realize. And then well, actually, the best way to introduce female Space Marines would be in an early Caiaphas Cain adventure, because Caiaphas Cain would totally bang a female Space Marine. Maybe bang a male one, but I don't think that's been established. It'd have to be before Amberly shows up, because she would probably murder him, but for cheating on him. But if you set it prior to that, he could totally be the only one who ever looked close enough at a space marine to realize that they're female and then bang them. That's fair. There are a lot of really good streamers to watch. And it's good to have background noise, so I do like watching streamers. That or watching Baywatching on YouTube. That's my guilty pleasure because the cat likes it. Baywatching is someone going through each episode of the 90s TV show Baywatch and making fun of it. I am just old enough to remember the 90s TV show Baywatch, so watching someone make fun of it is quite fun. Alright, now I can murder this thing without worrying about level drain. So, let's fucking murder this thing. Take an Isaacs to the face, you fuckhead. Take another Isaacs to the face, you fuckhead. Oh, hell. Hello. Isaacs is my favorite, because I don't believe that Isaac's missile storms exist outside of Neverwinter Nights. Like, most of these spells, like Bigby's hand and so on, they exist in other places. But I believe Isaac's is specific to Neverwinter Nights. Which makes me wonder who Isaac is as a person. The Adeptus Solaris? Oh, the female order? Yeah, almost Space Marine, but not quite. It's like, and I'm equal opportunity. If they introduced a chapter of male sisters of the whatever it is, I'd be on board with that too. People just like to bitch. God, how dare you get women into our thing, except for the predetermined worlds we allow for women that, that we don't play, but there you go. Or maybe we do play. But, men. And women. We're all weird people in the end. Alright, so let's see. I don't particularly want to... Oh, okay. The one I saw in the opposite end of the room must have been the one I just fought. So that's nice. Alright, so we are looking for a wall. So I probably need to go up. I do need to go up. Alright, well, let's go up. But yeah, I don't actually... I can't really argue Warhammer canon with anyone, because like I said, I've only read books. And I noticed that in both cases, they're books that kind of... Well, I feel like the thing with Warhammer 40k is it's so relentlessly grimdark, with the whole, thousands of people or millions of people die to keep the Emperor alive, and he's a dread lich, and everything's miserable. And, I don't know, it's kind of relentless, but I find it interesting to see how writers deal with that setting. Oh, there you go. But I feel like you could introduce a chapter of like male followers who are pretending to be women, and it would work out. You got to be careful not to be transphobic, of course, but there are ways to make that work, I think. I know just enough to get myself into trouble, I think. But like I said, what I find most interesting is to see how writers deal with the whole ridiculousness of the setting and how they embrace it. It's like Dan Abnett seems to embrace or deal with the ridiculousness of the setting by just not addressing it. His Gaunt's Ghost... Oh, hello. Into Death's Realm. Just seem to be like the sharp novels in space. And Caiaphas Cain is well, satire anyway. This is a place... Oh, here we go. This is a place of ghosts, where the dead and lost whisper continuously. Okay. Hello, bear. Can you move for a sec? Thank you. Really? Get out of the way, thank you. I don't want to unsummon you, I just want you to get the fuck out of my way, thank you. There you go, there you go. I think it just wants a hug. I mean, like I said, I think it's the sort of thing that you got to be cautious with how you deal with that sort of idea, because you do want to make sure that you're not hurting somebody. It's like it's all supposed to be fun. So, you don't want to cause someone pain. But I think there are ways to work around to work around the idea without it being terrible. You might want to consult with folks who like I would say for an idea like that, it might be good to consult with some transgender Warhammer nerds. I know they exist, and they would, I think, have a better idea of how to incorporate the idea without crossing into concepts that it's not supposed to cover, and not without stepping on other people's toes. Because you don't want to do that. I don't think anyone really wants to hurt anybody with a lot of this conversation. It's just a matter of figuring out how not to. And then people get defensive. It's like, well, I didn't mean to hurt anybody. And it's like, well, you didn't. Of course you didn't. But before you get all knee jerk about changing something, you got to think about, well, if I didn't intend to hurt somebody, then why is it such a big deal to change it? And so, you try to change it. That's my theory, anyway. Alright, shit, a chessboard. Oh, now I see what that reference meant. Oh, shit. I am not good at chess. Please don't make me play chess. Let's talk to Thanatos. Hello, Thanatos. That is my favorite name for death. I am Death, the destroyer of worlds. Perhaps I'm also Yama, the god of death in another culture, in which case you might be solving your own problem. I hope that's true, because I sold my soul to you like a while back. I am the divider of the living from all that has gone before and all that must come in. I kind of like the idea that my character's got a more Greek inspired idea of things, so that when I sold my soul to Yama, the god of death, in Narcopolis, perhaps it is the same figure, only I'm seeing him in a more Greek lens, where they were seeing him in a more Indian lens. I kind of like that idea. Hmm. I can understand that. I can understand that. Too much drama. Yeah, and I admit I was thinking of the chapter. My concept for the chapter would be more would be more like transvestite versus transgender, because I feel like, well, I tend to feel like any transgender sister would be in the sisters proper. You don't have to differentiate them, and that probably would offend people too. But I figure the trans sisters are already in there. So if you wanted a chapter that identifies as male but dresses like women, then that would be a different subchapter, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going too far afield, and I would have to hammer out the idea more and make sure I'm not hurting people by mistake. So anyway, let's get back to Thanatos. Do you recognize me? I think I do. I have been at your side many times before. I have many shapes and forms. Yep, I swore myself to you, didn't I? I can be as insignificant as a virus or as massive as a hurricane. I can be the scorpion underfoot that stings, or the lover that stabs you in the back. I feel like that's going to be how Sebastian dies, let's be honest here. Why are you here? Life is to be embraced, valued, and reluctantly surrendered. Only the mad and foolish seek death. I come on behalf of another. A woman lost her husband at sea. She seeks his return. His name was Trent Wilkinsbane. Do you know him? Of course. I've known many who have walked and crawled on this earth. Emperors and slaves, philosophers and fools. I've met them all. Trent Wilkinsbane was washed over the side of his ship in a storm and drowned in the icy waters. As for his return, such things are not allowed, for would it not render life itself meaningless? He gestures to the candles that surround him. Yeah, that's kind of how I would think of it too, personally. Though I mean, I suppose well, it wouldn't be an ideal future, would it? Um, but yeah, I think when you're dealing with a technology and a futuristic culture where there is that level of technology, likely you know likely that sort of transformation would be complete in ways we can't do now, which would be lovely for people, I think. Though, I mean, I suppose there would be people who wouldn't necessarily want to go the full transformative route, and then there would be some interesting possibilities there too. That's an interesting question. Of course, Warhammer 40k is not quite like talking about Star Trek, because Star Trek's kind of at least somewhat idealized utopia, even though there are some darker aspects. Um, Whereas Warhammer 40k is a terrible, terrible place. So, but I still think you're right. I think it could make it work pretty easily. Yeah, I know, right? Grim, dark, grim, dark. All right. Anyway, sorry. Thanatos is being dramatic, and I'm getting distracted by talking about other things. Huh? Poor Thanatos. All right. The dialogue's lovely in this game. Yeah, I mean, I think I think for me, Star Trek, the idealism isn't that it's a perfect society, because it's not, of course. And we get things, especially in like Discovery and DS9 and such, that really drive home that it's not a perfect society. I think the idealism, though, is in the idea of these are people who want to do better. So when you do have those mistakes that come up, and the more flawed parts, is that you generally have a movement to improve, and attempt to get there, even though you're not there yet. So, like when someone, I don't know, when Captain Picard says something that is not the most culturally sensitive, which he's done a couple times. He's a paragon of virtue, kind of, but he's not perfect. Generally, he's called on that, and he addresses that. And I think that's where Star Trek is the ideal, because people aren't like that. Or I want to think people are like that. I think we just get caught up in our own bullfuckery and forget. Yeah, yeah. 40k is just a really just, well, 40k. Let's be fair. It's a setting that's meant to be grim, dark, and awful. So trying to make that comparison isn't really fair. It's like it's it, it's the kind of setting that's fun to play a game in and fun to read about people in, but you never want to live there. Whereas I think I could be happy in the Star Trek universe, at least trying, or I could start to get there. So it's a different sort of thing. All right. Anyway, he gestures to the candles that surround him. Each of these lights is a life. They flicker and burn for a time, and flicker out when the fates decide. Even as we're talking, I'm there for the old and the young, for the innocent and the guilty, for those who die together and those who die alone. For some folks, death is release, and for others, death is an abomination, a terrible thing. But in the end, I'm there for all of them. It's not nice or pretty, but it's true, and it's necessary. Is there no possibility of his return? What would you propose? Well, I mean, technically, I already sold my soul to him once, in a different guise. I could fight for it, give you treasure. Well, that's true. The Andorians are quite fun, aren't they? All right. So I'm going to offer him my services, because technically I kind of sold my soul to him in the form of Yama, god of death, in Narcopolis. It is funny because these modules are made by different people, but it's funny how they fit together so well. It's like I have been able to make this coherent narrative story for this character through modules that were made by completely different people, no collaboration or anything like that, and yet they cut some. There hasn't been a lot of contradiction. Here we go. Now that is something I could use. There are certain beings that have avoided my touch longer than they should. If I was a bookkeeper, which I'm definitely not, I'd call them overdue accounts. But nothing escapes me. No one escapes me. How could anyone avoid you? I am bound and empowered by rules, and there can be no effect without a cause. These creatures that do not get sick or have accidents. You shall be my agent. You want me to be an assassin? I am asking you to be the hand of death. As for mercy or cruelty, I'm beyond such earthly concepts. But know this, those I send you against deserve their death. 3 deaths I require from you. When your task is complete, you may ask a boon of me. As a matter of convenience to you, I will pick 3 near Anchorhead. There are 3 beings that old and powerful near such a small remote place. Your living world is filled with wonders. You have only to open your eyes to them. So many that I have come for have expressed regret at having lived a lifetime, and only at the end, realizing the beauty and the awe that the world holds. He looks you in the eye. Of the 3, I cannot reveal too much to you. This is another rule. Knowledge can be a perilous thing, and godly knowledge even more so. I can only set your feet upon the path. I understand. 3 people shall each provide another piece that will continue you on your way. I suppose if Thanatos and Yama are different gods of death, they can maybe fight each other for my services. That would be kind of fun. Alright. You've been playing a D&D game for the last few months, and they're pulling stuff from all over. And it works together. Yeah, that is wonderful. Yep, I think so too. I think so too. I mean, I think anything can really do that. Like, it's not so much a D&D specific thing, as long as you got the folks who really want to. But definitely D&D is a great mechanism for it. And that's part of the reason why I like Neverwinter Nights so much, is because folks can really use it to explore creative ideas. Though I am the one who has to put them together for my character if I'm taking them. But I love one of the things I really do love about it is that you can progress your character. You can take your character once it completes a module and put him in another module. So then the adventure continues. It's up to you to figure out how it works together, of course, unless you're playing a series. But it is really fun. This character has been through Elysia Eternum, Excrucio Eternum, A Halo of Lies, Shadow of a Soul on Fire, Stormy Night, and Narcopolis. Yes, you need to have the format to put it together. And the mechanism to carry things through, which is what I love about it. Is like, I make pit stops to drop off items. It's funny, I have an entire vault full of psychiatric notes on my character. In Zorko's Keep, which is my favorite utility module. But that's beside the point. Anyway, poor Death is trying to get my attention again, so let's do this. Alright. 3 people shall each provide another piece that will continue on your way. For your first task, ask the manager at the salt works about a gray figurine. Okay. For your second task, ask the captain at the docks about the Misty Isle. And the third, ask the goat herd outside of town about his discovery in the hills. I don't remember meeting a goat herd. You may complete these tasks in any order you wish, of course. When you're done, return to your room at the inn, and I will come for you there. Now go. Alright. Well, I hope I can rest in that inn. There's a feeling of rushing wind and blackness of being pulled away. Oh, hey. Well, here we are. Back in town. Yep. I don't think I'll finish tonight, but if I do, I'll show off my collection of psychiatric notes about myself. Because, hilariously, multiple authors have had ideas that, while not repetitive, have just enough similarity to be funny. This poor character has encountered so many fucking mental hospitals. This poor guy. Perhaps this is telling him something. Perhaps he needs to look into some non-evil therapy. So, this is the Salt Works. Which one of these is the manager? Well, does the journal tell me? Gray figure. Well, you're the one in the middle, and my sense of symmetry likes to say that the one in the middle and farthest back is most likely to be the manager. So let's talk to you.
Well met.
Can I interest you in a job? We always seem short of help. I'm here to ask you about a gray figurine. I had a feeling sooner or later someone would turn up looking for it. I always carry the damn thing on me, more out of habit than anything else. Here, let me get it out. He fishes into his pouch and pulls out a small bundle of cloth. Unwrapping it, he shows you a small ceramic figurine in gray. Sorry, what? Oh, that sounds like a fun character. Especially gold. Oh, so you had like a bag of holding in the form of a chest. That's cool. I love the idea of a cleric that's secretly a rogue. That sounds like fun. All right. I won it off a sailor in a card game a few years back. Where he got it from, don't ask me. And how many other hands it passed through before him. Only the gods know. As you can see, it's pretty old and banged up. So what's so special about it? Well, if you do the usual tests, you can tell it has a very powerful dwemer on it. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. But I didn't know anything beyond that. Until about a year ago, when a wizard was passing through town and had him take a look at it. He told me it had a refuge spell attached to it. Do you know what that is? No. Well, you have to be a pretty powerful wizard in the first place to even cast such a spell. What happens is the wizard creates some object, like a statuette or a jeweled rod or something, and it gives the power to instantly transport the person who breaks it into the wizard's home. Oh, it doesn't matter where you're at. You could be on the other side of the world, and zap, there you are. You've never tried to use it. I've thought about it, sure, but I don't want to end up in some strange place with no idea where I am or how to get back. And look how old this thing is. The wizard might be dead. I doubt it. Then again, he might not be. They say some really powerful wizards stretch out their net lives longer than natural. Will you sell it? You want it, you take it. I'm much too simple and honest to be mixed up with archmages and strange objects of power and the like. You be careful now. Alright. I'm thinking I might head back to the inn and rest. Now, I'm going to save because I'm not sure where I'm going to end up. If I'm teleported into the same room as the wizard and we're just fighting right off, I'm going to want to have my defensive spells up and ready. But if oh, where the hell am I? I think we need to be here, yeah? But if it's going to be like track the guy down in his own house, then I don't want the spells to expire. On the plus side, I can show you how the sequencer works before I rest, so that'll be good. Alright, so let's go up to the room. Level 1. Hello, people. You seem nice. Alright, let's see. My room. Alright, so before I rest, I'm going to show you how this works. Playing a rogue and a healer. That's fair. You hated the way the game does healing, so you tended to go more rogue. And you may have dumped all your gold into a chest and quit the game and loaded a save before and put your gold in the chest. That's funny. That is funny. Tricky. There are ways to do that. With a few ways to do that. That's funny to me. I bet you ended up with a lot of gold. Alright, so what's in the chest, by the way? I never actually got a chance to look into it. Okay. So, before I rest, I'm going to show you how this works. Now, I've loaded the sequencer robe with 3 spells. And now, I have the 3 spells on me. Look at how glowy I am. Sadly, they don't last very long, which is why I wanted to wait to do them. But look, for a brief period of time, I am close to invulnerable to magic. I am very hard to hit. And it's just quite lovely, this robe. It is 1 time a day, though. There's, I think, a stronger sequencer robe where you could cast it like 3 times a day, and then you're pretty much fucking unstoppable. Because then you just do it until you need it. Oh, I could have clicked the sleeping mat, I suppose. But, now let's save, because I don't know what I'm going to be walking into. Alright. I think that wouldn't work if you weren't playing multiplayer, though. Because multiplayer doesn't, like, the environment can stay the same, like Persistent World does. Whereas if you're playing single player, unfortunately, you can't get away with doing it that way. But there are other ways to cheat. Alright, so I need to find that gray figurine. There it is. Let's fucking break it. Let's see where we go. A wizard's hold. How complex is this place? Well, it seems like it might be pretty complex. Let's get my creature. I could summon my panther, but I don't know if we'll need the help yet. Alright, let's see. Oh, hello. There's a runic guardian here. Well, that's why for once, I picked spells that actually make sense, given what I want to do. Let's try a lesser spell breach right now. There we are. Hello, friend. And let's lesser missile storm you.
To dust we return.
Oh shit. Well, he got me good. I just don't think I'm going to be able to rest, though. So I'm going to have to think about this. Thinky thoughts. Alright, well, anyway. I would like one of these. And even if I'm not using the sequencer robe, I can probably get away with using some regular spells, though. So let's see about that. Alright. So I want to keep a spell breach, definitely. Let's go with spell mantle. And that ought to help against the asshole guardian. So I've sold myself to death after all, even though I've technically already done it. But this could still work. Alright, maybe instead of a lesser, let's do a greater. Oh, it's near death. Okay. Well, that's quite nice. Maybe we'll do a lesser this time. I never turned down a magic missile storm. The magic missile storm is probably the most overpowered spell in the game, in my opinion. Because it's like an oomphed up magic missile. And all of the good parts of magic missile that we tend to ignore, like the fact that they don't miss. Oh, a storeroom. Let's steal a shit. Healing kits, always good. Oh, is that the only thing I steal from this guy? Ah, fair. He must have a lot of healing kits. Well, he is trying to cheat death, so I guess that makes sense. I should probably hard save. Let's hard save. Okay. Let's go here. We're going to call this Wizard Hunt. I am attacking the darkness, but I'm attacking it with an oomphed up Isaac's magic missile storm. And those are fucking awesome, as you can see. Now, I shouldn't have quick saved there, because my last hard save before this past one is pretty awful, but... Alright, this room stinks of mold and rot. Let's talk to this guy. Interrogative. How may I be of service? Who are you? Statement. I am domestic unit. Click. Version 3.5. It beeps. Interrogative. How may I be of service? What is this place? Statement. Click. This location. Click. This location is kitchen. It beeps. How do I get out of here? Error. Command is not recognized. Click. Read it. Click. It beeps. Where's your master? Statement. The master was last seen in the click bedroom. It beeps. I do. I remember magic missiling the darkness. Are there girls there? Alright. I'm old enough, sadly. Why is this kitchen so filthy? Error. Command not recognized. Redo. When were you built? Statement. This unit's last upgrade was 1,367 years, 8 months, and 11 days ago. It beeps. I'd like something to eat. Ah, shit, there goes my spell. He holds out a plate of a fuzzy dark lump of something that you suppose at one time might have been food. No thanks. Anyone tell you you're a great conversationalist? Error. Command is not recognized. Click. Redo. Alright. Never mind. So we know the master is in his bedroom. And I'm going to want to save before that bullshit. I'm guessing that's it. That feels like a bedroom area. So let's see if there's anything else in these rooms. Another room. A bedroom. But not the bedroom. Let's steal shit. Oh, wizard's robe and armor. Metallic. Oh. A metallic robe of +9. Well, I'm keeping that bullshit. I guess I can finally get rid of the underwear. But I keep the underwear for sentimental reasons. I completed 2 modules wearing that underwear. No, I think I'm probably I'd guess I'm older than you are. Maybe I'm not. I'm 40, so I just like to downplay it. A journal. Let's read the journal. This seems to be the personal journal of an archmage by the name of Rossum. One entry in particular catches your eye. It's odd to look back now and see the first meager attempt outside Rodan has grown into an obsession. In the beginning, constructing golems was just a toy and an amusement. Then it became a mistress. Then it became a master. Then it became a tyrant. So you were fucking it? Sorry. He's the one who differentiates that. Now, in my old age, I've turned into something of a recluse, hardly ever leaving this place, and spending nearly every moment on some project or another. I try to work on different experiments, energy manipulation, alchemy concoctions, but then I only begin to think of how I can incorporate this into some new golem. Still, it is true that I've been successful in the building of several creatures out of completely novel materials. Wood and ice, copper and steel, and with my steel butler I even managed to achieve a crude and rudimentary form of intellect. But it's not enough. I've resolved that before my age overtakes me and I leave this world, I will construct the greatest golem ever, quite unlike any golem before. Oh, I wonder if maybe I can help him? And I don't have to murder him. That would be quite nice. That would actually be quite nice if I could get away with that. I guess we'll see. Your son is 36? Oh, okay. Well, I guess you are a bit older than me. That's okay. That's alright. Age is but a number anyway. Okay, so Clockwork Canary. A cleverly designed mechanical songbird sits within its cage. Solid gold statue. Let's talk to it. Oh. Well, that didn't work. Oh, there it is again. Hi. The fuck? Is she like a hologram? Okay, you know, when he said it was his mistress, I did make that joke about fucking it, but maybe he stands here and likes to look at the feminine golem creature? This guy wants to fuck machines. Good for him. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Once you get to a certain point. I only like to count mine because I'm right at the age where I still look a bit younger than my age, so people at least pretend to be surprised. And I rather enjoy that. Alright, so now I get to kill these golems. I don't really want to kill these golems, but I guess I'm going to have to. Okay. Let's see. Can I get you with a lesser? Because I'd really prefer not to waste the greater until I know if I can avoid, like, murdering the wizard. Okay. Well, it's ice actually, so why don't well, let's go old-fashioned. Have a fireball. Last time I played a sorcerer, I used all fireballs. Alright. I do love this targeting circle. Coin operated boy. Who was it who had like a school age or college age video to that? Maybe EJ? That was great. Okay, so that one's gone. And maybe we'll just do a magic missile to see if I can finish him off that way. Stop hitting me, you fuckhead. Oh, actually, maybe I can't. Run away! Oh shit, I gotta equip it? Oh, that fucking sucks, because the sequencer, I've got no real reason. Well, I'll keep that anyway, just in case I really run out of powers, but, no. Too bad. I'll have to switch robes for that. And that robe is considerably less protective. Alright. Well, that worked. Let's see. Golem... No? Where do golems get money, I wonder? Oh, well, it might be a coin-operated boy after all. Come to think on it. Oh, shit, can I rest? I can fucking rest here. I did not realize that. Alright, well, we can get fun. Well, I know what I think it means, but I don't know if that's actually what it means. Let's put it that way. So before I say something risque, I'm going to not present that as fact, because I do not know if that's correct. Alright, so let's go this way. I'm thrilled that I can rest here, because that means I've got a little more options in terms of my rope. I don't know why I just saved again. I guess to make up for the fact that there have been a couple times in this thing that I've saved not enough. Alright, so if I were a wizard, where would I be? Oh, this looks like a room for a wizard. Energy lab. Is there a wizard in here? I wonder if the wizard will have me help out his experiment. Oh, shit. Don't hit me, you fuckhead. Alright, is there anywhere I can loot here? Negative pole? Positive pole. Oh. Well, if I have to help the wizard with his experiments, that could be fun. Stop hitting me. Only I'm allowed to magic missile other people, not the reverse. Alright. Shit. Well, I'm doing fucking mischief, aren't I? Alright, well, let's see. Let's get out of here right now. It doesn't look like there's anything I can loot in there yet. Maybe later. Fuck. Now he's just killing me. Fuck it. Alright, up here I could rest, yeah? Or maybe I'll just reload, but I'd rather not. Alright, let's rest here. Whew. Figures, yeah? Yeah. No, I'm thinking that this might be a case of me having to help the wizard achieve his lifelong goal, and then maybe he will peaceably help. And maybe not. We'll find out. Though, I'm probably not going to do it all tonight, because it seems like this is a threefold quest, so I might have time to finish one, but I'm not going to have time to finish three, so. And tomorrow... Oh, hello. There's a forge. Neat. And an incomplete golem. Yep, I'm definitely thinking I'm going to have to help create this golem, or I'll just kill the wizard. One or the other. Feels cold to the touch. And there's a leaden helm. Some gems. Alright, those look like ingredients. Well, I'm no crafter, so hopefully I'm not going to be needed to do that. Oh, shoot. Let me, I don't have the thing up. Stream manager up. Oh, song is by Dresden Dolls and is about a vibrator. That makes sense. That makes sense. There we go. I'll prove it. Yeah, that is consistent with the lyrics of the song, I think. Or someone saying mean things about Vision from the Marvel Universe. That always pissed me off a little bit. They'd be like, oh, she's doing all this for a robot. It's like, yeah, she's doing all this for a robot. She loves the robot. Now, whether or not that makes her decisions correct, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, if you love somebody, you're not going to care whether or not they're a human or a robot. Come on. He's sentient. It counts. He's even kind of hot. Exactly. People are just mean about it. Oh, hi. You want to walk over here? What are you doing? I need to annoy you. Goodbye. Alright. So, let's, Oh, well, that one's already badly wounded. Nice. I think I can spare a lesser missile storm this time. I mean, I can rest now, but I still don't want to waste stuff. There, maybe too many to divide it between. Alright, we'll grader it after all. Hi. Oh, shit. I might not manage. Nope, he killed me first. Fuckers are too quick. If I'd done 2 greater, I might have been okay. Yep. I think what it is, though, is people tend to pick which characters they sympathize with and which ones they don't like already. So they're always like, it's a ridiculous double standard. And if you're like, well, how can you like this character doing this and point out the obvious connections, folks will be like, nope. And I mean, I have my own share of those. It's like, if you ask me to sympathize with Kylo Ren, I'm not going to sympathize with Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren can go fuck himself. But I do admit that sometimes, maybe, well, no, not really. I can't think of any character worse than Kylo Ren in the Star Wars series. I'm sure there's 1 or 2. Maybe Palpatine, but no. Fuck Kylo Ren. Sorry for any Kylo Ren fans. I feel very strongly about this. What are you doing? You want a treat? I can give you a treat. You had your licky treat, but I can give you a couple of regular treats. Oh yeah, that got your attention, didn't it? Didn't it? You just like that I'm a soft touch. My cat's manipulating. Me talking to the cat? Go ahead, if you want to. I've said weirder things. Alright, and let's see. So the others are dead. This one maybe I can get with a lesser without him killing me. There we go. Alright. Let's look in the cabinet. Oh, more ingredients. What's the potions do? Dragon breath. Alright. I do like how this is all filled with ingredients. Beakers, retorts, a mortar and pestle, and others assorted alchemical equipment lie strewn about on this table. A gas pump. Goodness. Ow. I just had to roll initiative. Fuck that. Go fuck yourself. There we go. Alright. Do I want to rest to get those 2 spells back? I kinda do, but I might loot around because I'll probably have to rest again. Nah. I'm sure you do. I actually didn't mind it for the most part. I'm one of the few people in the world who actually kind of liked Rise of Skywalker, with acknowledging its flaws. I mean, there's always generations of things, and it's always going to change. Mostly I like The Mandalorian, though, because that shit's up my alley. But you know how it is. It's one of those things. Not everyone has to like it. And the nice thing is, there's like a shit ton of books for the old stuff if you like them. And you know, nothing's stopping you from watching the original movies. Door is warm to the touch. Okay, so that transitions. Let's look at the library before we do anything drastic, yeah? Yeah, Disney sometimes does that, though. Alright, I'm definitely stealing his Mordenkainen's sword. Oh, Edward. Are you sentient, Edward? Did he finish his, experiments for you? Because that would be kind of cool. Don't mind me, I'm just looting your master's collections. I mean, I didn't think I'd like it, and then I did. Now, whether or not you'd like it, I don't know. Um, I like it because it's got an attractive guy in armor who gets thrown across like various things in comedic ways and is socially maladjusted and kills a lot of people or kills or captures a lot of people very competently, and then is handed a baby. So it's very funny to me. I think the lead character of The Mandalorian was basically built in a lab to appeal to all of my sense of humor and my likes in a character. So I like it. Whether or not you'd like it, I don't know. And some folks like season one, but not so much season two. And a lot of people didn't like season three, but I actually really liked season three. Because I actually liked there was a more increase on politics and the Mandalorians themselves, and I thought that was really cool. But some folks didn't really like it. I think part of it was they didn't like that Bo Katan. Sorry, that's a bit of a spoiler. Plays a part in it. I'm not going to elaborate on that, but she plays a pretty significant part. So she's a fairly main protagonist, and they're like, "Oh well, she took over the show," and she didn't. If you watch it, he's got more screen time. Pedro Pascal has more screen time than Katie Sackhoff by far. He's still the central character of the show. It's just this particular season was themed around something specific involving her, so she had a major role. Like, surprise, guys! Sometimes women are there. Sometimes you gotta see them on the screen. And they're not like scantily clad Twi'leks, sorry. Like Princess Leia was on screen a lot before she was in the bikini, guys. I want to say that to some of these people. Not all of them. I mean, well, I mean, I think that the current version of the Mandalorians are not so much like Karen Travis's version. So if you really liked her version, I mean, it's kind of like a lot of stuff. Like the Dathomir witches in this version are not like Wolverton's Dathomir witches, which thank the fucking god. But we're leaving that aside. I have opinions about Dave Wolverton. Actually, I read for my book review blog. I read his Golden Queen, and that wasn't terrible, though it had kind of mediocre. But The Courtship of Princess Leia is one of those books that you read as an adult, and you're like, ugh, sorry, man, that did not hold up well. I don't actually know who Karika is. Sorry. I didn't read a lot of the. I didn't read. I think the Travis books mostly came out after I'd kind of moved on to other things with the expanded universe, so I actually haven't read a lot of her books. So my understanding is that the take currently is a little different. That said, I mean, it's not like the books disappeared, so you can still enjoy that take too. That's the nice thing about it, is like you have two separate parallel universes and you can enjoy each. But whether or not, it is interesting though, because bits of the book canon I think have been introduced. I do. And I'm assuming that that's a diminutive for Karen, because I know Ika. There are little bits of the old continuity that I think shifted in. Like there is a point. Okay, this is a minor spoiler, but I don't think it'll ruin anything. Where Boba Fett shows up in The Mandalorian. Probably not surprising there. Um, Surprise! There's a book series about him. He's not dead. There you go. That's the spoiler. And I think there's some sort of display that shows, and it indicates, and listed on the display is like Jango Fett, of course, but also Jaster Muriel. Did I get his name right? He's listed on there too. So he's in continuity, sort of, but whether or not that continuity matches what the books say, I don't know. Like Thrawn is in it now, and Thrawn is not obviously is not going to be exactly the same as the heir to the Empire Thrawn, which thank God, because I have issues with Zahn's version of Thrawn. I like Zahn as an author. I just did not like the way he wrote Thrawn. I have issues with that. There we go. So let's talk to this Edward guy. I understand.
I bid you greetings.
So, like I said, I'm not sure if you'd like it or not. I think maybe it would depend on how much you liked the Mandalorian episodes of the Clone Wars as to whether or not it would work for you. Um, but at least the first two seasons really don't get too far into it. And it's one thing to keep in mind also is that what the main character says about Mandalorians that isn't necessarily consistent is also very specific to the main character. One of the things that, again, trying to avoid spoilers too much, that does come up, especially in the third season, is that there are different groups who have different beliefs and customs. I know there's some of that in the backstory as well, because I do know who the new Mandalorians were versus the Death Watch, etc. And so there's some of that here, and so you've got a very biased viewpoint character introducing the concepts first. So it depends. If you like it, great. If you don't, you tried. And if you don't try, that's okay too. You got plenty of things to watch. But I actually really like The Mandalorian. It's my favorite of the current stuff. To be fair, I have not watched Andor. I have heard Andor is excellent, and I'm gonna get around to it, but I haven't. That's fair. I don't. My thing with the Clone War is completely irrational, but I hate the animation style. It's like I like the concept. I think it's entertaining, and I like what they do with the characters. I think they do a good job of making the characters interesting and recognizable, etc. But I hate that animation style so much, and I have such a tough time watching it. So I like the live action stuff because it's not like that. All right. Anyway, Edward can talk. At last, someone has come. I have prayed for this moment as I understand prayer, but I know that I am an abomination in the eyes of the gods. Oh, poor thing. You're a golem, yet you sound like a man. I think, I feel, I have memory, and I suffer. If this is what it means to be alive, then there is a life trapped within this shell of cold metal. But I know that I am nothing more than the tool to achieve my Creator's idea of immortality. There was more than Maker's lust for greatness and power of his ego in my construction. The desire to bestow life on the unliving. It shows the innate human fear of death. Why do you say you're an abomination in the eyes of the gods? The Maker's decision to live and work down here was not merely a desire for solitude. Here he could do as he pleased in secret. I have come to realize that part of what defines humanity is its diversity. The notion of creating life from patterns and molds is not consistent with traditional ideas of individuality and diversity. Why not? I feel like it would be. When my Maker imbued me with life, he became a kind of God. And there's nothing so terrible as a God without foresight. Well, maybe. You know, that's a fair glip, a fair issue with it. But honestly, I mean, I think, and I had that issue too initially. But I think that the character adds more to the universe than the idea that he didn't have one. So, I mean, no one ever said he didn't have one, technically. So there was nothing that ever said in the original trilogy that Anakin Skywalker never had a paladin, or a Padawan. I mean, the original trilogy doesn't use the term Padawan. I mean, technically, if you watched a certain version of the original trilogy, Owen Lars was Obi-Wan Kenobi's brother anyway. But leaving that aside, and that's still in some of the old source books, by the way, and in the old novelization. But I think they cut it from the actual release. But if you watch the version taped from television in 1992, you would totally see that line, which confuses shit out of me because that's the version I watched when I was a kid. Um, but I think in the end, Ahsoka as a character adds more to Anakin and more to the universe than the idea that he didn't have one. So I think she works. She's fun. All right. Anyway, you sound like you've thought about this a lot. I've existed for centuries. In all that time, these few rooms have been my entire universe, all alone with only mindless automatons for company. I have done nothing but contemplate my existence. The books in this library have been read and reread countless times, tripping on words, until I've learned every word. But I know there's more to life than what's written in the book. Why have you stayed down here? I have been trapped here. Yeah, it may be possible you could leave. Yes, if I show you the way out of here, will you do something for me? I want you to help me die. Oh, I'm tired. I know I have a body of metal and gears, but I have grown tired in spirit. Every moment is a weariness. My own existence is repulsive to me. How do I help? As age overtook the Maker, his mind began to fail him. He found himself forgetting spells, and a paranoia began to take over his thoughts. The Maker feared that I, his own creation, would rise up and destroy him. So he fashioned a device that could kill me. It was concealed from me, but as his mind deteriorated more and more, he would confuse me with old friends and let slip the secret. Where's the device? Locked away in the vault. That's the only room down here that I've never been in. The Maker forbade me from entering it. Life is often defined by its limitations, even though the Maker himself tried to exceed those limitations. Return to me with the device, and I will show you the way out. Alright. Well, I think I gotta kill him first, yeah? Okay. So, adamantium golem, who is so sophisticated it's actually alive. Now, was I supposed to kill the master before I talked to him? Maybe I don't get to help with the experiments. Maybe I just killed the dude. That's alright, we can see. Ah, it's locked. Can I open it? I seriously only have this point in... Yep, specific key. I only have that in here because it's less of a pain. One thing tells me if knock will work. Okay, so this way is where the master is, and I'm probably going to have to kill him. So, let's see. There we go. Wizard's Vault. Oh shit, it's hot. Get out of the way. The lake of lava gives off a broiling heat. Okay, let's hope... Uh-oh. Shit, really? Come on. Can I open it? Ah, shit. Ah, I could take 20. Alright, reload. I just don't want to deal with the fucking, boar trying to kill it. Okay. Ah. Yes, broiling heat. I got that part. Okay, so my very limited lockpick skill should work, and I've always got a knock spell if it doesn't, but... You know me, I never like to waste a spell. Shit. Alright, well. Really? Alright, fine. Oh, I gotta put it on myself. One sec. There we go. Alright, let's get this. I am hot. I might have to heal. You feel like you're being watched. Gee, I wonder. There's a chest. Okay. Oh, and there's a demon flesh golem. Well, you know what? Let's be a dick. Let's cast a maximize missile storm. See how long you last against that, you fuckhead. Oh, you won't. Shit. That's a waste. Alright. I did not think this through. I should have done this first. Alright, we're gonna reload, because I botched this. My tactics were not sound, goddammit. You having fun over there? You're gonna hate me when I use my treadmill later. Yes, you are. Alright, anyway, fuck. Alright, let's get back to this. And fuck it, I'm not even gonna bother. Let's do this. We are going to find traps. We are going to knock. I'm going to kill that fucking demon. Now, I feel like I'm being watched. Yes, I'm sure I do. Now, this... Do I think that the wizard is inside the demon flesh golem? That is an interesting question. Oh, fuck. There we go. Now, are you gonna defend yourself first, or can I get the spell off before you do? Oh, oh, that's a thought. Could I have put an extended one on here instead of the regular one? Okay. Seriously? Alright. Global vulnerability, my ass. Alright, let's greater spell breach. Now let's see if this will work. Now before I waste a big one like I just did, let's do a little one. Still immune. Okay, the first known creation of this type was a powerful devil Melogathes, who stripped the flesh of an enemy demon Largash. Melogathes ground his rival's flesh to the bones of a troll and then animated them, creating a powerful construct of pure malevolence. Although Melogathes was eventually destroyed by rival devils, his creation survived his death and killed most of the master's attackers with a ferocity that impressed all devilkin. Alright. So spell immunity. Is spell immunity to everything or just that? Because that's fucking mean. Alright, well, I'm guessing, well, let's give it a shot. I'm not going to waste another one of these. Yep, okay. So it's everything. Let's get some help here. And I got a whole shit ton of other things to summon, so let's see. I got some of these fuckers. There we go. And the better bow I bought, I forgot to actually put on here. So let's get that little fucker in place. Where did I put it? Did I forget to buy the bow? I thought I bought the bow. Where's my bow? There it is. Yep. If I step back and shoot you this way, will it work? Oh no, he's just annoying me. Now, he's uninjured. Do I have a way to kill him? That could be interesting if I don't. Can I walk past him? What happens if I go past him? Oh, hello. So this is a helmet, a gas mask. Immunity poison. Nice. We're definitely keeping that. I was hoping there'd be some nice treasures in here. Money. Is there a way to kill the golem? Alright. Bomb. The writing is shaky and weak, almost illegible. I must guard myself against the creature. He pretends devotion, but I know. I see him hovering around me, waiting for an opportunity to strike. Bit by bit, my power is slipping from me. My memory is not what it was, and my mind is often clouded. But I'm not hopeless. I've made him invincible. But since then, I've figured out his weakness. His shell is indestructible adamantium, but his insides are as vulnerable as anything. This explosive device, when inserted into his mouth, will surely destroy... How am I going to get that fucking thing in his mouth? Alright, and that is a Philosopher's Stone. This rare magic substance appears to be an ordinary sooty piece of blackish rock. If the stone is broken open, a cavity is revealed at the stone's heart. The cavity is lined with a magical quicksilver that enables base metals to be transmuted into gold. Okay, let's keep that. Alright, so I wonder what happened to the wizard himself then. Alright, well let's unsummon that. And now I know what I gotta do. Glad I checked the treasure chest, huh? Before wasting all those spells. But that's alright. So how do I get it into his mouth? Well, how to bomb. Caps locked, because I don't know how this is gonna work. Alright. seems to be working. Oh, is this what will kill the, oh, the other one. That's what'll kill the other one. I was mistaken. So this thing's vulnerable now. I was stupid. Okay, never mind then. I just had to be patient. Fuck, and not let it disrupt my fucking spells. Alright, anyway, let's reload. Alright, let's see. Let's summon a better one. There we go. And now, while you're doing that, I'm going to make another attempt at a maximized Greater Missile Storm. Because you seem like you're not as guarded anymore. Ah, shit. No! But you weren't injured. They managed to injure you. Or I managed to injure you. Shit. Alright, I guess that's not gonna work still. But I do have another one of these. That's what I actually meant to summon. Alright. Oh shit. Nope, not gonna work. Not gonna work. Fuck it. If he'd just fight the other thing, I could shoot him. If I'd remember I could do that, then... Okay, there we go, finally. Nice. Alright, we're getting him. He's not invulnerable, he's just annoying. And I can't shoot with shit, can I? Alright, let's get another one of those fuckers out, and we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Cry and beg to go home. Alright. Let's get that there. I need to try not to die, because I don't like dying. There we go.
Now you die.
Okay. Okay, back to this, and shoot it from here.
Going to hurt.
It's barely injured. Jeez, this is gonna be annoying. Alright. Another one. I have 4 more. We'll make it work. There we go. Fuck. Don't do that. Leave me alone. Did 10 damage to him. That's not terrible. I gotta try not to die, though, and that's gonna be hard. Yep. Oh, what am I doing? I'm an idiot. We're gonna restart this. I know how to kill him. Maybe I don't. We'll find out. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna haste myself. I'm gonna take this out, and I'm gonna put some better shit here. Okay. Would that work, I wonder? Because that's cast on me, not him. You know what? Let's fucking give it a try. Oh, no, I don't think it'll work. On the plus side, let's cast Premonition on myself. Okay, and we're gonna get another one of these. I'm gonna run past you. Fuck you. I mean, technically speaking, I don't think well, I think that might be him, so I kind of have to kill him, I think. I'm doing pretty good from this far back, though. Except he's still uninjured. Fuck that guy. Oh no, I'm not doing it. That's the damage he's causing the other thing. I keep fucking missing. Christ. These rolls are terrible. 9, 10. No, don't run close to him. I can summon from farther away, you fuckhead. Okay. I wonder if he'd follow me into the other room. Maybe that could help. Because if he gets power over the heat... No, you get to go. You get to leave me alone, you fuckhead. Okay. See, my problem is I keep thinking I'm doing the damage and I'm not. The other thing is, because I can't fucking hit him. Come on, you can shoot him, you idiot. Oh, I finally did 11 damage to you, thank goodness. Is there a way I can fuck with your AI? That's what I'd like to know. Maybe, actually. Nope. Excuse me. Gonna follow me? I'd like it if you did. There we go. There we go. Doing some damage now. Can you follow me in here? Oh, you can. Interesting. I wonder... What happens if I lead him in here? I mean, this thing shoots me. Yes, but will it shoot him too? I should maybe also ask Edward how to kill him. Ah, shit. Nope, didn't work. Shot me instead of him. Where's the shy, though? Edward, I don't suppose you'll help, huh? It'd be great if you could. Where did Edward go? I think he's over here. I'm gonna hide behind Edward. Hi, can you help me? Not yet. Sorry. I mean, I like the idea, but I need to fucking kill him first. Running away again. No. This is undignified. If I had a better shot at hitting him, that would be great. And my haste wore off. Shit. There we go. Fuck you, dude. You know what? What am I doing? I've got a fucking... Alright. I just gotta keep him from hitting me while I hit him. And I got ways to damage him. Why am I even doing this? Okay. Leave me alone. I'm probably gonna reload again, but that's okay.
Here.
Can I not hit him? Come on. I've got like I've got a lot of... Wait. That's my quarterstaff plus 6. I can't beat him?
Here. Here.
Yes, I do need the mighty after all. Okay. Glad I splurged for it. Do I have stronger arrows? I think I do. Let's try some fucking stronger arrows. What the hell am I thinking?
Here.
Missed again. Oh, you leave me alone, you fuckhead. Oh, that did something.
Here.
Could actually hit him, you fuckhead.
Here.
Oh, I've got him down to injured. That's a personal best.
Here.
Alright, let's, Come on, come on, come on. Cast a spell. There we go. Run, 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 run. There we are. Come on, just shoot him. Stop missing. You do fine when you hit him. Just hit him. If only there was a way to make me shoot better.
Here. Here.
There we go. That didn't do too bad. There we go. And we're down to badly wounded. That's nice. Nope. You leave me alone, you fuckhead.
Here.
Badly wounded is a personal best. Come on. We can do this. Near death, near death! Come on, you can do it. Come on, come on. Just a little bit more. Come on, you fucker. A little bit more. 1 or 2 more shots. 3, maybe. Just hit him. Don't fucking miss. Oh, there goes another one. This is my last one, so you better fucking get it. Run, run, run before he kills you. And your haste wore off again. Fuck. I definitely should have bought those boots of haste after all. Come on.
This is going to hurt.
Got him. So was that the wizard or just his fucking... Ooh, a major ring of invulnerability or invisibility. Nice. Probably wasn't the wizard. But we made it. The wizard's probably in that last chamber there. But I can give the bomb to what's-his-face after I rest. One sec. Sorry about that. I ducked out for a sec. But we lived. And it's time to resolve this. And I've got my spells back, my sequencer robe, which I'm going to have the distinct feeling that I need. Hey, thing. That was a hard fucking fight. That was really hard. Thank you, thank you. Alright.
I bid you greetings.
Do you have it yet? Yes, here it is. It's a bomb that will, when swallowed, will destroy your vulnerable insides. Ah, the Maker was always ingenious. Come, I will show you his special room. Well, alright. Poor Golem. Well, still don't think that that it's well, philosophy. I mean, I don't think making golem people is necessarily against the spirit of diversity. I just think it's kind of cruel sometimes. Alright, I'm thinking, let's get some spells up. And there's another Edward. Mirror of Mental Progress. Interesting. Let's talk to him first.
Greetings.
Here's the Maker's Mirror of Mental Prowess. He used this to observe and travel to many places. I've tried to use it myself, but my mind of gears and wires is too unnatural. What are you going to do? I'd like to accompany you to the mirror. I would like to see the outside world at least once before I die. Well, alright, we can do that. Alright. You gaze back at your own reflection, created by the shiny surface of this huge stone-framed mirror. I'm going to concentrate on my reflection. At first, nothing seems to happen. Then, as you concentrate harder, your reflection seems to blur and shimmer. Soon, it grows to a cool, pale, glimmering translucence like the sea when you are swimming underwater on a still summer day. And look up through it. Through the misty haze, images begin to flicker and flash of places both strange and familiar. I'm going to try to concentrate on Anchorhead. I mean, did I kill the wizard? I'm not sure I did. Alright. Well, let's find out if I killed the wizard or not. Okay, success. The flickering begins to slow down, and the image settles on a snow-covered clearing in a forest. You recognize it as the glade outside Anchorhead. The image is clear and bright, as if you were standing before an open doorway. Let's step through. Alright.
I bid you greetings.
Beautiful. Beautiful. It is sad that so many take it for granted. You know, you don't have to kill yourself. Now that you're free, you can see the world. No, now that I've seen part of the living world, it just convinces me even more that I'm not a part of it. Goodbye, and thank you. He pops the grenade into his mouth. Fuck. Okay, the gray figure. And it's resolved. The golem has taken his own life. It's sad in a way. This task is complete. Oh. Maybe it was the golem all along that was the target? I'd assumed it was the wizard, but if the wizard died naturally, his undying creations would be immortal and out of the reach. Oh. I assumed that I was supposed to kill the wizard. Oh shit, that's not where I want to go. Not yet, anyway. I have a feeling I'm going to end up going there, but not yet. Actually, maybe I should reload. Yeah, it's alright. I'd like to explore there, but not yet. Alright, I'm supposed to be able to report in the end, so maybe he can explain. But I think the wizard was dead all along. Interesting. Interesting. What a neat fake out. That is not what I expected. Alright, let's go into the private room. And sleeping mat. Do I use it? Do I rest? Not really sure what I'm supposed to do here. I thought I was supposed to report in, but maybe I'm not supposed to report in until they're all dead? Oh, maybe he's not dead yet. Huh. Alright, where did I save? Alright, real quick, I'm just going to do a quick check into the other room to make sure that there's nothing I missed. Aside from stealing his cool hat, I like his cool hat. Okay, real quick. Like if there's a body here or something, that would be interesting. Okay. Alright. Well, considering I couldn't report to death in between, I'm probably just going to head back and, here's a reminder. Explore. I think maybe tomorrow I will explore. Okay. Yep, it seems like the wizard is gone. Whatever happened to him. But it is true that Death didn't tell me who I was targeting. He just said that it was someone he couldn't get. It was the golem all along. How interesting. Okay. At least I think so. If it turns out to be wrong, well. Alright, let's head back. And I'm going to save. And then I'm going to raid out. Because it seems like a good time to. That was fun. Aside from the impossible fight. That was not less fun, but.
I bid you greetings.
Alright, he's going to come with us. But I made it eventually. Not too many attempts, even. That's not too bad, huh? Okay, oh, let's talk to Edward. Poor Edward.
I bid you greetings.
Poor fellow, poor fellow. Alright, anyway, saving. We'll save it as Narcopolis. One down. Alright. So, yep. This is it for the night. Sebastian Illustra is now serving Thanatos instead of Yama, but they're both gods of death. So, I'm not sure it's all that different, really. That's funny. I was thinking all this time about how I would try to free him from it, and, you know, maybe I didn't have to at all. Huh. Alright. Anyway, I had fun. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to see about who to raid now. Oh, I am looking at myself. Because I was watching Plunge and I have raided myself. Let's see. Who to raid again? There aren't too many people I know at this time of night. There's a few, though. Hi, Effector. Hey, Effector, before you go, do you have a recommendation for me? For raiding? Oh, I'm glad you had a good time. How do I say your name, by the way? Ursenie? Usnai? One day I'm going to figure it out. I'll ask you on Discord at some point. Alright. So who to raid? I don't know. Was up its queue? I do not know what's up its queue. Oh, you have one too? Okay, suggestions are always good. Alright. Who's Sword Mouse? Gosh, now I have two good ones to look into, huh? Let's see, let's see. I can look at both. Gotta make sure it's someone who's not gonna raid out soon. Oh, they're playing Phasmophobia. That sounds fun. That sounds fun. And What's Up? It's Q is playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. Ooh, they both sound fun. Let's do it the absolute fair way. Let's do a coin flip. Google, give me my happy flippy coin. Because they both sound like great suggestions. Great, great. So, yep, coin flip. That's how I make all major decisions when I don't know enough to make a choice. So I'll say heads Q, tails sword mouse. Sword mouse it is. We'll raid Q another time. All right, all right. Let's see. Okay. Well, good night to all of you. I'm glad you had fun if you had fun. And Phasmophobia always sounds like a scary game to me, so that'll be fun to watch when I'm not having to deal with it. So I'm going to stop, and good night.